time that we left off, the Crimson Tide, in the aftermath of losing the Blade of the Red Veil, ambushed by the champion of the Crimson Tactician, and a seemingly raised from the dead Flawed, a previous traveling companion of the group. Leaping into action as they sensed a disturbance, the Tide raced through the streets to the aid of a number of innocent bystanders being harried by undead in the streets. Making their way to the Filaria Academy, they found the necromancer Yadav rounding up students and staff with her horde of undead servants after Didani had sent a message to the then advance team to hurry home. She told the party to hold her off, Yadav, for 1 minute while the advance team returned. However, in but like 12 seconds, with the help of some very questionable substances, the party had killed Yadav not just once but twice, effectively ending her ascension to lichdom. A number of the party falling in the aftermath of the battle. They were brought back from beyond the plains, even still, with the aid of both Sudih, their party companion, and the Blade Maidens from the temple. The city of Moonshade then, as thanks for their heroic efforts, rewarded the party with a hefty chest of gold and items with the promise of a feast in their honor. You guys are currently in the Devilish Couple Tavern, newly rebuilt after your guys' fight with the various wraiths and different specters. But you are being put up there by the town as thanks, and they basically come into on the morning after this battle has taken place. You split up your goods the night before, and the entire tavern is rented out specifically for you. There is nobody else other than the proprietors around. So, what you got? What you doing?
I am going to just state so that people know, so it's not a surprise.
Yes.
I wake up, fully restored, thanks to the, thanks to the
I remember now.
what I'm gonna tell them now that I did the thing that I'm able to do.
Yep.
And I wake up, and I'm assuming everyone else is awake and ready to go for the day.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Right. You want to sleep in?
Sure.
You can sleep in. Whatever you guys want.
Everyone's up. That's what we're saying. I let everyone know that whilst in my dream-like state, I have found new calling in, let's just say, I don't want to say this. I'll just say this. A figure came to me in my dreamlike state, and now I am following what they are setting my path down on as a paladin.
Oh!
So now I'm multi-classing on Blood Knight and Paladin.
So, let's cover that real quick, shall we?
What?
Now that you're becoming a paladin, potentially, does that mean you're going to be more of a team player?
We'll find out.
It really depends on what god his champion is.
Well, isn't paladins supposed to be good guys?
Not necessarily.
What god they're following.
Oh, they're going to be bad. They're going to be bad. I thought paladins were good guys.
No, they follow their god. And so the god that came to my dream, I'm following them because they gave me a certain thing that I am wanting to do.
No, they're like.
So you're D&D Jesus. Okay.
No.
He's made an oath.
I made an oath with a god, and more will come out later on.
He is beginning to take the following step, the forerunning steps. Well, actually, because you haven't even taken the oath yet. It's like level 3 is your oath.
Yeah.
But you're beginning to take the steps towards devotion.
I've been initiated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
So, paladins
Anyway,
and clerics are powered by belief. And their belief.
Okay.
And so, a belief in a code or belief in a certain devotion is what a paladin will tend to be. So, if your devotion is to cause problems, then you can do it. Because there's a whole DM's book, Cleric and Paladin of Evil, that I can use against you.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm. So, you have woken up after this long night. It's the middle of the night. And You end up hearing this kind of very soft, quiet voice from the corner of your room.
Who, me?
Yep.
You.
Oh!
Yes,
You were looking at
Yeah.
Caroline, that's why I was confused.
Yeah. Hey, Callie. You just... the lights? Or you can't too.
Oh, maybe those ones too?
It's a soft kind of growling noise from kind of the corner around the edge of your side table.
Wait,
Great, he's back. Sorry, continue.
my gosh! You have no
Jumps
trust
immediately.
in me.
Immediately. You all, by the way, do not know this.
Haven't
Yeah.
you
So-
heard his whispering dark nothing into his ear?
Yeah. Sorry, continue. We're interrupting. Take your turn.
I wake up and I look around and I make a perception roll.
You don't have to. You just know it. You hear it.
Oh, okay.
Your passive scores are high enough to hear this.
Oh, perfect.
So you hear it.
Hello?
Nothing responds. Just continued soft growling.
Am I able to see?
In the dark, yes.
I have
You
dark vision.
dark vision. So
Okay.
everything is in shades of gray, but there is moonlight coming in from the window. It is an otherwise. It's around just after midnight or so.
Okay.
Everyone else is asleep. You're in your own room anyway. So.
I go to the window and look out.
Dead stand
You go to the
straight.
window and look out.
Yes. Do I see anything?
Seems like a normal night. The moon is full. It's overlooking this kind of forested clearing edge. You see the first kind of hints of snowflakes as it reaches the winter season.
Okay. I turn around and say, "Who's there? Make yourself known."
The growling gets a little bit louder. Just a little bit. And then dies back down. Just from down by your ankle.
I look down.
You look down. There's a dark shadow cast by your kind of side table, your nightstand. You get the sense that the sound is coming from beneath your nightstand.
I kneel down and look under the nightstand.
All right. What you see is almost this fuzzy, dark growth, like moss, coming from underneath the nightstand, right where the wall and floor meet around that back behind the nightstand. And it just sounds like this soft growling coming from it.
I reach out and touch it.
It's soft and it recoils, but then it expands around your hand just slightly. It's warm.
I continue to palpate it.
Your hand goes in up to its wrist, further than the wall would allow.
I hope his hand gets eaten.
Off the record, this is not gonna happen, but I just really want to say it. I push it in deeper.
You're right now. You're up to your wrist.
Shit! Too bad!
I said off the record.
Doesn't matter.
Right now, you're currently up to your wrist in this mass. In your hand, you know already, is further than the wall would allow.
I pull my hand out.
You pull it out, and there's something kind of hanging off of one of your fingers in this slight sticky substance, kind of silver chain. It is originally stuck to like your pinky and your ring finger, and then just kind of flops down onto the ground right in front of this mass that slowly starts to take it back in.
A chain?
Yep. Little chain. Like jewelry chain.
It's still there.
Yep, it's slowly getting sucked back in.
The chain is.
Yep. It's like you brushed up against it and it got stuck to you and you pulled it out a little.
I take the chain and pull and see if more comes out.
Yeah, cool. inch by inch, slowly comes out of the wall and out of this mass. You get maybe another 2 inches, 3 inches, 3.5, before you just have this resistance. And the growling gets a little bit louder.
What is this?
Seems like jewelry chain.
Oh, I was asking that out loud.
Oh,
I asked that out loud.
gotcha.
Just like, what is this?
Kind of soft growling remains, just this.
I guess you leave me no choice. I stick my hand back in and go elbow deep to see if I can reach further in, if I can feel anything on the end that's giving resistance.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
This needs to be over here.
That is a 15.
15. That'll be enough. You feel your arms start to tingle and burn slightly.
Ooh.
And then,
I want to go see a doctor.
then you pull the thing out with this almost moist sound.
That's
And it's this
Oh my gosh.
this silver chain.
Yeah.
This silver chain just kind of dangles in your hand.
Is there anything on the end of it?
Yes, there is a silver mushroom on the edge, and slowly you watch this mold-like fungus mass retreat into the grain of the wood itself, growling as it leaves and is gone.
I say into the room, since it's empty, it's just like, is this supposed to mean something?
The room is otherwise still and quiet.
Would I have knowledge of what this is?
This seemingly,
Oh, thank God.
this seemingly, make a religion check.
I love you so much.
17.
17. This is a holy symbol.
I mean,
This is a holy symbol,
try not to.
and
I'm trying not to metagame in my own head right now.
You would recognize it as the symbol for the Queen of Decay.
Saw that coming.
The Queen of Decay.
So, that is available to you. You have a holy symbol.
Perfect.
It's 1:30 in the morning, maybe 2 o'clock. You sit there, hands and knees, holding this holy symbol out of this fungus pocket that you pulled it from. It is nowhere to be found, and the growling has ceased.
I like to call it a fungus orifice.
Please don't.
Fun.
I'd like to uninvite him to D&D from now on.
No, we already did that.
I'd like to do it again. I second the motion.
We already did that with Flawed. We already did that. Oh, God.
I couldn't resist.
Feel on sorry.
I feel so
At the same
I need
time,
an adult.
At the same time, you hear this kind of gentle sound
Shit off!
as something appears in this puff of dark smoke above your bed. It just kind of
just
flits down and lands on the bedspread.
I go over and I look at it.
You find...
Do I get something? I get something! Ooh.
Spicy. Hey, if you're gonna celebrate, share with the class.
I just want to say, Jeremiah helped me make it, and I had so much fun.
Or,
Even though
no. You helped me make it.
Sorry, yes, that's what I meant to say.
No.
I don't know what any of it says, but I helped him burn it because I'm a pyromaniac, so it was so much fun. Like, that is actually
I was
us
like,
burning
I'm gonna
the
scorch the
pages.
edges of this note to make it seem cooler. And she was like, I'll do it.
Yes. It was so much
I
fun.
see Callie in the corner of the room with the lighter just going.
Well, and this is
I'll
it. We
do
couldn't
it.
find the lighter at first, so we were like, matches, I guess. And we had like 16 matches.
She rips them out of her pants. Where the fuck did you get those? Doesn't matter. I'll do it.
I have them.
I'm ready.
So. That's weird. I gotta get this one on. There we go. So.
Is question,
Yes.
real life, is this a D&D text or a real life text?
This is a D&D text
Okay, because my first instinct
that I found
was
as a font.
okay, because I was just like, my first reaction is what I'm seeing. It's Jewish, like Hebrew.
Oh my god!
Well, no, it looks like
remind
it's
me-
Hebrew script a little bit. So I was
remind
wondering
me,
if it was like a Hebrew script.
Remind me what language you speak.
I know Abyssal, which is Infernal. Essentially, they're the same. But I know both. Celestial, Common, and Sylvan.
Okay.
Is it any of those? Would I know?
It is.
Oh no. He doesn't
So you know
it.
Abyssal. You recognize it because Sylvan uses Elvish script.
So it's
So this is Elvish. But Sylvan, we'll say, because it uses the same script. Like, Infernal and Abyssal use the same Infernal script. And a lot of other ones, like Orcs, speak Dwarvish, is kind of the thing. Or Giant, but they're not technically giants. They just share scripts.
Can I
So-
put Elvish in my languages?
You would know the script as Sylvan. And so, like, this is Sylvan, it's just the same language letters as Elvish, if you were
So
going
I
to look
don't-
it up
okay.
outside of you.
Got it. So I can actually translate this.
Yep. And there are some that you can read in common on there. Very, very faint, like another note.
You can't see it in this light. Like you're gonna have like
Yeah,
you'll
we'll
probably
go back to daytime in a second. But
Yeah.
looking at it, I can already tell you it looks like absolute gibberish. And this is a familiar scrap of paper to you. So you and your siblings have found this. And seems like one of your siblings finally sent it back and it has some sort of importance.
Sent it back.
Research.
I'm-
like, here's this, I need you to look
Oh.
into it.
Okay, I just wanna, am I holding this right to read it?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if I had it upside down or not because, just want to know.
It's
Okay.
hard to tell. Yes.
Well, I mean, there is some English on here.
Yep.
I just didn't know if it was supposed to be, I'm able to read it like regular,
So-
or if it was like this and I had to turn it to read it, but then I hold it like
You
this.
recognize the common as your sister's handwriting. So, you have this note. It's probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. What you got? What you doing?
I thank the ether for this, and I go to translating it immediately.
You go on translating it. Do you forego the rest of your long rest?
I mean, I only need 4 hours of sleep for a long rest because I can
true.
meditate.
That's true. So you are able to do so.
So I'll rest up however much I need to, but then I
Yes.
translate what I
Okay.
do when I wake up.
Yeah. So you'll have probably a good 4-ish hours of time to work through it. So from there, you'll still be able to get up at like 6 in the morning, should you want. Otherwise, the morning comes to the rest of you.
Yay. The birds are chirping. Scary music's in the background. It's great.
There.
There we go. Wait a minute.
So,
You turn it down just a little bit.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
That
There.
better? All right. So, you guys are able to slowly come to in the Devilish Couple Tavern where you've been staying. What's your plan? What you gonna do?
I figured it.
Alright, what does everyone want to do?
Somebody have a pen.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
There you go.
You're all still in your rooms at this point.
Oh. We go downstairs for Becky.
Okay.
For Brecky.
You make your way downstairs, Lemba. Would you be probably the first person to wake up or one of the last?
I feel like I'd be the.
I feel like I'd
already be awake, but
I
I'm
feel like
in.
you'd be
just
up.
in your room translating and
I don't know. It depends upon if X is the person who sleeps in or gets up because they're hungry.
I would
You're
probably
all
get
in
up
your own
because I'm
rooms.
hungry. I would probably get up because I'm hungry.
So X is probably coming down at roughly the same time that you would naturally. We'll say you open the doors and kind of make eye contact as you step out. And you're like, oh.
Question.
Yes.
Is this the day after we open the Horde of Treasures?
The day after, yes. This is the
Okay.
morning after.
So we would be having our like dinner, celebratory dinner thing, or whatever.
Yeah, would
Yes.
this be the night of the feast?
This would, in theory, be the night of the feast based on everything they told you.
Okay.
Cool.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk down to get some breakfast.
Is my chain just a chain with
Ditto.
You can call it a holy symbol. Like, in terms of equipment. Like, you can call it a holy
Is it a
symbol.
necklace or is it just a chain?
It's like a
and then-
necklace.
Okay, that's what I want to know. So
That way you can wear it.
great, because I probably will end up actually making it in real life. Because you guys have swords and daggers. I want jewelry.
You call yourself the dearest stabby stab. So, like, might be fair. So, you guys are making your way downstairs. Your passive perception, Lemba, is high enough. X wouldn't notice it right away, but you notice there's a fairly loud clamor outside.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Already?
I'm gonna look out the window.
The door is shut, and there's kind of the tiefling woman that you know owns the bar that is kind of back against it, holding it shut. And she kind of sees you and is like, "Oh, you have a lot of people that have seemed to have gotten wind that you're here." And you kind of see through the windows a lot of people that are peering in, trying to see who ended up dealing with Yadav. Kind of your efforts seem to have drawn a crowd.
That's fun.
So you have
Oh, jeez.
you have fans that want to like talk to you and thank you and do all these other things, but currently because they can't let their bar be overrun and you guys were just asleep at this point, they're not trying to let them in. They're trying to keep them out for the moment.
Okay.
So,
Wow, that's definitely something I'm not used to.
Yeah.
I sit down at the bar and I say to whoever's at the bar.
yep, her husband Arthas is at the bar, the tiefling man.
So, what do you guys serve for breakfast here?
Well, I mean, what are you feeling like? I can make whatever you want.
Meat.
Meat? What kind of meat do you feel like?
What do you got?
Well, and he kind of goes to the back, looking for just a second. It comes back and he's like, I got some venison. I can get a hold of chicken because I know you like that from before. I can get some pork. I had to run out for a few of these other things, but I can try to get some.
Bacon.
Bacon? Yeah, I could do that.
I'll just have like some scrambled egg whites.
Oh, not the whole.
Just, I'm trying to watch my figure.
We're gonna have a pretty hefty dinner, I think.
So you want some
I'm
scrambled
not
eggs?
watching any figure. Bacon.
Bacon. Eggs?
Please and thank you.
I'll have everything.
You are
Yes.
very welcome.
Venison, please.
All right. How do you want it prepared? We can give it to you as a steak or a sausage or kind of a meal or
One of each.
that we can do. And he kind of turns and looks to the rest of anybody else that wants to be there. Kind of just like, if you sit down at a table, I'll take care of you. Just let me know what you want. Eventually he comes out. He has no idea what just egg whites are in terms of those things. I rolled a check for him. He rolled a 2. He's got. He's like, I can scramble some eggs. He's not sure exactly how to take the yolk out.
That's
They're yellowed eggs, but he brings them to you.
I'll eat them anyways. It's fine.
So, at this point,
So it's everyone but Lothric.
at this point, we'll say everybody except for Lothric and Serenity have come down and are kind of getting breakfast. Serenity is sleeping in, at least for the moment, until her player shows up. But she's sleeping in, enjoying a day off, because, oh my god, isn't that nice? So.
I would believe that.
Yeah. I'm assuming probably a lot nice.
So, a meal is provided for you. There are multiple varieties of venison provided. Plenty of bacon available and different kind of other pork cuts. Lots of food is provided and good kind of vegetables, kind of baked potatoes, like a not baked potato but like a seared potato kind of a thing, where it's almost like hash browns but like breakfast potatoes kind of thing. It is very nice, and eventually through this din, highest passive perception, I believe, is in this group Lemba and Celeste. You two would hear a knock through the din of all the people outside. And Sophis kind of pulls this shutter open on the door, kind of the eye slit to double check who's there. And she just kind of sighs and then shuts it and opens the door and lets this half-elf woman in. Before kind of both of them turn and fight to shut the door from all the people trying to get in. And this half-elf woman kind of dusts herself off. She has this kind of, not quite a pantsuit, but kind of, and like short, maybe chin-length brown hair, and glasses. And she just kind of brushes herself off and sees you all and comes over. She has a book and a quill handy, and she sits down across the table from the rest of you and opens it up and says, "So, I am here to deal with the feast. My name is Anna. I want to know if you have any particular stipulations about the feast and what would you like included. If there's anyone that you want us to disallow, would you like music to be done? What would you prefer? That will determine the timeline for the feast itself."
X has a hunk of venison in her mouth and just kind of looks at her and goes, "Meat," and I'm good. And goes back to
Meat?
chewing.
No other fancy kinds of meat?
Strawberries. I want strawberries.
Strawberries aren't meat.
Yeah, but my tortoise wants strawberries. Strawberries.
She kind of looks around for a second, not sure where this tortoise is, gives up. Any other stipulations? Do you have a preference on music? Do you have any other food or beverage preferences? Anything that you would like at this feast in particular?
Let me go get Lothric. He's gonna be the picky one. I'm gonna go upstairs and knock on Lothric's door. Knock. Lothric! I'm knocking on your door.
I'm knocking on your door.
Hello?
Meanwhile,
Hello?
X taps her chest and out pops a biscuit in front of this lady.
Lothric!
She's kind of startled, but then sees the tortoise and is like,
Since Lothric does not seem to be hearing me yelling and knocking on his door, I am going to use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom up to 3 times louder than normal.
oh God.
I'm gonna yell, Lothric! It's really fucking loud.
You all
it
hear
now,
this,
bitch.
and you all notice that the rest of the group outside goes quiet. And they're listening to be like...
I get up and I go to the door and open it. It's just like, I heard you the first time.
Why didn't you open the door?
I'm in the middle of something!
Well, we have a visitor. Come downstairs.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Ooh, perception. Ah,
17.
17. I'm rolling at 20, but I
Aw.
can't use it.
That's
So-
still pretty good.
You notice, for the first thing, Lothric was blue, and now he's not. He is changed from a winter to a spring Eladrin.
Cool.
At the same time, you barely notice, and you're not sure that it's anything other than it being from like a holdover from his winter form. You don't know enough about it, but his fingertips are darker, kind of ashy color. Like he's been scribbling with ink this whole time.
What are you
What's up, Lothric? You got any,
It's almost like
anything
he,
to
like
share?
when you take pencil, and you just kind of do that. They're like just kind of there. But pencils aren't a thing in this world.
Got anything to share?
Not in particular.
Alright, well, we're trying to plan a party, so, like, come downstairs, because I assume you have opinions about a party.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you guys can all handle it. I'm sure you're very capable.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that. I'm going to roll an investigation check on Lothric.
Would I do a...
No, you would
Just-
roll an insight check.
Insight?
Would I do
You can-
deception?
You can roll a deception check.
Do I have advantage?
No, just
fuck.
normal.
Damn it! Oh, and I have 0
And then
because I
just
can't use that
Both
one.
of you tell me the numbers.
18.
Oh.
No, I'm not even gonna tell you. She sees through the
Something.
bullshit.
Well, no, what's the number, just so I know how bad? 2?
That's
Okay.
two. God.
Lothric is very clearly uncomfortable and focused on something else other than the party. He's like, you pique his interest for a half a second, and then he's like, no. And goes back to whatever he's focused
I'm
on.
like looking over his shoulder. I'm like,
There's-
what's going on in there?
Like you'd almost think that he's with somebody based on how much attention he's devoting to the rest of the room behind him.
I'm looking around like, what's going on back there? You're lying to me, Lothric. Don't fear, we don't keep secrets here,
Yeah.
not between you and me.
You-
I know things.
You know, all you heard is Lemmer go in the upstairs.
I'm shaking my head and eating my scrambled
Yep.
eggs.
Lovely weather we're having down here, boys.
Yeah.
What's
Clearly.
going on back there?
I am working on transcribing something, and it takes a lot of concentration.
Well, what are you transcribing?
Notes that were in that old book that I had down when we were fighting that thing that skewered Sudih and...
This is a fucking lie.
Well, you can roll either persuasion or deception, depending on if you're being truthful or honest. Don't tell me which, just tell me the number.
I'm going inside.
What am I rolling?
Deception or persuasion, depending on if you're being truthful or honest.
I rolled
Don't
a
tell
dirty
me, just tell me
20
the number.
insight.
Dirty 20 on insight?
It's not gonna be good. I rolled terrible.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm doing... I mean, it would be a 9.
A 9? You get the sense he's still holding back. Very clearly something about this transcription is kind of uncomfortable to share, and he just wants to
What are
work
you
on it.
transcribing? You're lying to me, love.
Just the way you're saying it, I don't like it. If I tell you a part of it, will you just let it go, and then I will go down with you?
I don't know, it depends on how juicy it is.
It's something from a family member.
Oh, you mean your siblings? Well, like I said, I love it for everybody, but the thing I know about your siblings?
Can I get leafy greens for biscuit while we're waiting?
Yes.
Oh! Well, why is it
Arthas
taking
kind of
so
is
long
like,
to
coming up!
transcribe?
And
Wouldn't they
goes,
write
and he's
something
gone
you
for
know
like
how to
10 minutes,
read?
but he comes back eventually.
Not if it's gonna be intercepted from somebody. These are delicate matters. Must have me. I will go down.
Cool, because if you don't, I'm gonna have to tell everyone you're being sneaky. And then I just walk away.
I run and pull at her collar and just like, I'm coming.
Oh! Cool!
With an O, not a U.
I did not need that distinction.
God.
I really don't want him to come anymore. It's an O, not a U.
I'm glad you made the distinction.
You're welcome.
Because I'd be really worried that you grabbed your collar and were like, yeah, no. So
I hate this.
you are sitting
love
there
me.
with Anna at the table. This woman kind of writing down your different specifications for the party. She's already made a pretty hefty list of different meats that she's written down are necessary. She's already, without you providing any specific guidance, written down venison, boar, beef, like for steak, chicken, a few different types of fish that could be served, other things like that without any specification, where you were just like, meat, she's like, everything, circle everything. So she kind of sees the rest of you coming down and is like, yes, is there any other specifications for the rest of this feast? Would you prefer any specific kind of decor? Would you prefer the music to be a certain style? Would you prefer any specific foods? Would you prefer any specific people be allowed or disallowed from the feast itself? Anything that I should know?
Bouquets of flowers with calla lilies and deathbell, please.
Okay.
Told you he'd have
Don't do that.
opinions.
Oh, and if the calla
My
lilies
only
are red,
request
I will behead somebody.
not
They
that.
need to be purple.
Oh God.
Make a intimidation check.
Okay.
Wait, what did he say?
I said if the calla lilies are red, I will behead somebody. They need to be purple. Slightly joking, but also slightly not.
Can X slap the back of Lothric's head and say, knock it off?
He's not even at the table yet.
I'm stealth. I am stealth.
I am still.
I am stealth.
I am the Senate.
What you got?
Yes, I didn't do so good.
What you got?
It's 7.
7?
I rolled a 14
It's
on
lucky
stealth to
7.
sneak up behind
It's
him.
lucky
She
7.
looks at you and just kind of is like, purple calla lilies. We're already going to need to import them if they aren't white. Unfortunately...
I can deal with white. White's fine.
Oh, well, I'm glad that that's appropriate. Anything
Oh my God.
that you might otherwise require.
Are you trying to outsass me?
Don't be a dick, Lothric.
Fine.
Not in particular.
I apologize for him, Anna. Anna or Anna?
Anna.
Anna.
Can we at least get death
Apology
bell?
accepted. Death bell? I guess I'll have to check.
Celeste, Sudih, Lemba, any opinions or desires?
I'm trying to.
Or Serenity? Wherever she is.
Serenity's asleep.
Oh.
Yeah, she's still sleeping.
I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go bug Serenity. I'll bug Lothric, but not Serenity.
I've had my input, Lothric's had his input.
I get the weird sense that Lumba's like, the sweet little angel child shall sleep.
No, really, I just like picking up Lothric.
Both in game and in real life.
Mm-hmm. You love me.
I can't really think of anything else.
Booze? I assume there will be an open bar.
Yeah, anything in particular that you would prefer?
Nope.
What's the thing that that Flawed really couldn't handle? The dragon spit drink or whatever?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the one that you couldn't handle?
The
Oh, the
dragon's...
spit from the-
it's
Well, I
like
couldn't
dragon's
handle it at
drool.
all.
Yeah, it's like dragon's drool. It's
Get something real good. We want to get lit.
We wanna get
Party.
lit.
Would you prefer alcoholic quantity over quality?
Both, maybe.
Oh.
Quality over quantity.
She kind of sits for a second.
Makes sense.
Alright, makes a note.
And on your question of music,
Yes,
definitely music, but like joyous music.
joyous.
I want to like,
We want to be able to jam.
yeah, like would love to have some wine and totally like dance the night away. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, we can request particularly joyous songs, should you prefer.
Yeah.
Would you prefer music from a particular region of the empire or a region of the world? Would you prefer something from the Snow Watch? Would you prefer something from the Grassbend or Merc Coast? Or the
And waste.
The Serac Wastes?
Yeah, sure.
I second that.
She kind of
Why
looks
not
you
a little
over,
bit of
Sudih. Ooh. As a Karakian, I'm sure that you would appreciate a little bit of cultural music, a little bit more uplifting that we can provide.
Just a couple of love ballads.
Yes.
Anything darker and I think I might explode.
She kind of nods, makes another note. It's like, okay, well, any other decor or other stipulations you might have for the feast? There is already an approved guest list, but if you would prefer to add or remove too many people from it, I can, make some alterations.
So who's on this guest list?
Only jackass him this time. We already go.
You what?
Nothing.
At the moment, the guest list includes a number of noble officials within the town, your party themselves, one Didani Mistis,
yeah, she needs to come.
a Misty Flux, the headmistress of the academy, the rest of the Flux troop, Geo, Tumult, and Fennec, many of the religious officials from the town, Vivian, Marviel, and then Vamar and Womevi. They will all be in attendance as notable people within the town. And we can otherwise provide approved talent for your artistic stylings for music.
So how much food are we doing here?
Quite a bit. It's a feast.
Why not invite the townsfolk? Make it a whole festival.
There is a limit on space.
Fair point, I guess.
This is, as I should also mention, a chance for all of you to rub elbows with many influential people.
X kind of chokes on her food. We're not too good at that, guys. We're not
I'm
very
making friends. I love making friends.
I don't know. Sudih's really good at bullshitting people.
Sudih, you set the last people on fire. Don't even start with me.
She what?
What
Nothing.
people?
What people? No, Sudih charmed the last guy we set on fire.
Anyways, I would love to include my mother. If that's fine.
Your mother? What was her name?
Her name is Lucy.
Lucy
Nixus.
Nixus.
I'm sure that's right. You live here.
Where might she be located so that I can send a invitation to her?
Hold on. Wait.
You would know she lives kind of just outside the graveyard.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say just bring it to the
To the Nixon
the shade
household.
speakers.
M&M's, anyone?
Yes, I'm gonna grab a cup to listen.
If you just bring it to the shade speakers, she'll be there.
Yes, invitations will be delivered to the highest shade speaker as
And
well,
the shade
and we can
speakers, of course.
therefore then invite them as well. Yes.
Correct.
At this point, Serenity does come down, and is kind of filled in a little bit and invites the woman
Yeah, I'll take some.
that gave the diamond to bring Lothric back to life.
Wasn't she a blade maiden?
Yep.
Are the blade maidens not invited?
The head blade maiden is invited.
Oh.
We
And
all
so,
show
like,
on
Vivian
invite
is invited.
this
but-
lady. I give
Yeah.
the name of the lady. I
Serenity
know.
doesn't, like, they don't know the name. No one knows the name yet. So Serenity comes down and kind of gives her description and explains. There you are. And then kind of extremely exhausted goes and tries to get some food and is just kind of in the corner, whoosh, and exhausted.
I'd like to invite Basilia.
Vasilia, yes, she will be there as well. Well, any other alterations, anything in particular that you would like present? anyone that you would specifically request that the guard stop at the gate, so to speak?
Do you guys know anyone who's like that?
We haven't been here that long.
Oh,
Yes.
I'd like to invite a particular man from the college.
Oh,
The
yes.
the planeswalker guy. What's his name?
the planeswalker. I don't know if you have his name.
Yeah, I don't have his name.
But
In my notes.
No, I do.
that's true.
Because I talked to him. I just
Tanner Southstrike
Oh!
is a blonde-haired human man with a really fine mustache. Dresses very nicely.
A fine mustache.
And you all ran into him for Sudih's benefit here. You all ran into him hiding in a bush during the attack, and he had wet himself.
Oh, that one!
Oh, that's right!
He is kind of the full
Yes.
Gilderoy Lockhart character.
Wait, we're inviting him?
He does know magic. And
Lots of points to use him for a thing.
Oh, alright.
What kind of thing?
Any other requests
He
that
knows
you
a
should
little
make?
Keep him away from me or I will eat him.
Yeah, I also probably want to
You
talk
will
to
what?
him too.
Doesn't matter. It's fine.
You are a very strange group.
It only gets stranger from here.
Remind me what the name of your group is. I think I have it written down here, but I suppose
I
I'm
don't
not
know, Sudih
sure.
was the one who came up with the great name for our group.
We have a
be
name.
nice. The Crimson Tide.
Character.
The Crimson Tide?
Oh!
Oh, yes, I have that here.
Where did that even come
The
from?
Crimson Tide.
It was all women and one guy who was very flamboyantly gay.
Yeah.
You put together the puzzle pieces.
I think some of us are on our periods, to
really
be honest. I'm not
nice?
100% sure when we had that.
Oh, jeez.
Put together the pieces.
I'm the one who made it out.
Last time,
What?
the tide, like rushing through the stream. God damn.
We do leave a lot of blood in our wake.
Yeah, we do set a lot of stuff on fire.
Oh, so you are a mercenary group.
No!
No!
You would not call this...
We can be if you want us to be, though.
No, I do not require mercenary services at this time. However,
Accidents happen, let's just put it that way.
I mean, considering everything we've done since we met, I'd say that's a pretty fair tale.
We're mercenaries.
you are mercenaries.
Yes, we are.
Are you wanted people?
No.
No.
No?
No.
Shut up, Lamba!
Is this one a wanted person?
No.
We're not.
She seems surprised by that.
Are you guys wanted?
Nope.
Not anymore.
She may or may not have a court date.
Well,
Shut up!
Sudih?
well,
I was whispering that to Celeste.
Well, you didn't say that.
I will do my best to procure specifically purple calla lilies, though I will admit that potentially single white ones may be the easiest to procure.
White is just fine.
Yes, we can also dye them, should it be required.
There you go. You can have your purple calla lilies.
Otherwise, quite a fine collection of meats. Will take some time to procure. I will work with the Academy to establish a timetable. However, the feast may not be available tonight, based on the requirements. However, it can be available in the coming days.
He's a dink.
That's just fun.
So, we will procure some musical stylings consistent with the Serac wastes, and prefer happier music. At the same time, I will encourage the rest of you to be very careful around the seemingly growing fan base. And she turns and holds gestures out towards the people that are clamoring outside of the tavern. Yeah. Yes, if you can, leave here in disguise.
How can we make them go away?
The guard will be here shortly to try to clear a path.
Oh, great, yeah.
Cool.
They will make an attempt to disperse these individuals a few times a day, just at your request should you arrive. But as you travel the city, if you can do so in disguise, I would highly recommend it, as you have gained quite a popular following within the city itself. So,
I'm not disguising shit.
He's like, fuck it.
as should there be anything else you need, do not hesitate to reach out to the Academy, care of Anna Vespis. That is me, and I will deal with anything that might concern the feast or anything that you might need during your stay.
You just fucking bit my toe.
Okay.
Sorry.
Otherwise, if there is no other needs of the group, I will take my leave. She kind of nods and closes the book. You could see already she filled 2 pages with notes. And
We're terrible people.
You're horrible.
I'm horrible!
Yes.
Who's ready to threat
make-
if the flowers weren't the right color, Queen of Hearts style?
make a Lemba and Celeste. Make a perception check
Ooh.
as she's closing this book.
Saucy.
Oh, okay.
I rolled an that's not an owl, that's a 7. I rolled a 13.
13?
I had a 15.
15? Both of you are able to easily enough see that she wrote in quotation marks, I will behead anybody, like, if they are not purple calla lilies, and then circled it, like, 3 times. She's gonna do her damnedest to get them, but she very clearly, in her own notes, is kind of like, I will behead anybody, you know? So...
This is why we can't make friends, Lothric.
So then she kind of is. She shuts the book and kind of does a short bow and spins on her heel and walks out. And Sophis, the woman that's holding the door, kind of turns and sees her coming and goes and just kind of lets her back out. And she squeezes her way through the crowd. And Sophis barely slams the door shut before people can get back in. And you are alone again in the tavern. You have the rest of the day to yourself. What is your guys' plan?
Well, at
You
some point I'd
guys-
like to leave the tavern.
Yeah, you guys will have roughly a week of downtime.
Okay.
So, like, right now, it is Sunday morning
Okay.
after the Saturday fight, right?
Cool. Okay.
So now you have a week, and they've set the feast day for Saturday night,
Okay.
and then the following week.
Oh, okay. The following week.
I think to help make things easier, we should at least figure out in general, like, if a bunch
wants
of,
to do what?
like, yeah, like, we can all do other things too, but, like, if 3 of us want to go get armor, to make it easier on Jeremiah, we should all just go at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
should we,
please.
so
So,
should
like-
we each list what everybody wants to do?
Like, more, the bigger stuff.
We will
Like-
go through. Whoever wants to start, and then if you want to do the thing that person is doing, you can jump in and do it. But
Okay,
you have a
okay.
week's worth of time that you are able to spend doing things. This
Okay.
can mean shopping. This can mean training of animals. This can mean
Okay.
getting armor or other equipment.
Ooh,
This can
training
mean
of
plenty of other
animals.
things.
Alright, anyone want to go first, or should we just roll a dice and see what number it lands on?
Well, there's 6 of us.
And
We'll
I in a
say 6.
D6 and a D side. I say 1, 2, Sudih's
Yeah, so
3,
1,
4,
2,
5,
3,
6.
4,
Let Jeremiah
5,
roll a dice.
I rolled 5.
Alright, one of you roll a dice.
Oh, okay, Callie rolled 5. That means Lothric.
1, 2, 3,
You
4.
get to choose.
Lothric,
Oh, wow.
which I guess you at this point, having kind of a drive after being up all this time translating, you've got an idea of everything that you might want to do at that point, right? And so you'd probably stand up and be like, all right, I'm going to go do blank. So what you doing?
But if there's something you want to do on your own, you can do that too. We just figured if there's
Yeah.
4 of us that want to go do the same thing.
Is there, otherwise, if you need more time, is there anybody that has what they want to do ready?
Pass.
I mean,
You
yeah.
want to pass, okay.
I'm
So
straight
whatever you all want to
in
do,
real life right now, and it's taking.
who's going first?
I give my turn up to X.
Oh,
the
yeah,
I know
youngest.
Caroline got like a fucking list.
I don't have a fucking list, but
I have
just
a list.
like
I have a
I will
couple things.
depending on who people, I will either do like weapons or I'll do armor. So I want one of each, but
Yeah.
I can do. But if there are 2 different shops, depending on who's looking for what.
Shopping
come to the
shopping
weapon.
can be kind of its own thing,
Okay.
and you can all work together to figure out what order you do things and stuff like that. So if X was going to stand up and be like, I'm going to go shopping,
I'm going shopping.
I'd probably go with.
I'd go with
Yeah.
2.
and
I
I
could
will
use
say
the
Serenity
steel
will go
armor
with as
file.
well for the
Okay.
purposes of this.
Sudie?
I also want to go weapons shopping.
Okay.
I want to go shopping, but I want to stop at a jewelry store if there's
That's
one.
fine. Yeah.
Why are you punching me in the crotch?
She loves doing that.
She's a needy puppy.
Stuff some hamburger down there like they do in Cheaper by the Dozen.
No.
No, that is my dadism. Taught her to
Yeah,
like.
he taught her to run in between his legs.
So.
Great.
Sorry.
So yeah.
Because at the time she was a lot shorter, and so now she'll just wham
Now
and
she'll
just
just knee people's
like
crotches
speed bag
and
you.
I
And it's
don't
bad.
understand why. So I'm sorry in advance.
I want to stop at a jewelry store.
Okay, so you are all shopping. Who wants to helm the mission, so to speak, to try to find anything in particular? What are you searching for first?
Oh, are you looking at me?
No, out of all of
I
you,
would
what are
like
you
to go
looking for
try and
first?
get a blade enchanted. Because your bitch needs something with fire or something that can do literal damage.
Yeah.
Even though we're probably not going to fight anything undead for a while, because we just spent 4 months doing it. But I would like to go look for an enchanted blade of some sort.
Well, you would know that the magic shop that otherwise did some enchanting was burned down.
Thanks,
And
guys.
that the other magic
Hey,
shop
we
that
did not
kind
burn
of
it
deals
down.
with student enchantments
Okay.
Oh, I did.
ended up kind of being the one sole group. And so they're pretty slammed at most times. But if you were to get in there and probably throw your weight around as people that save the town, you might have a chance at getting like a commission done.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right,
so-
we're gonna go there.
I
So
just
you-
want to get some more darts and some more potions. So.
Yeah,
I'd like to cast a
Potions are good.
spell because I figured this is not going to take more than 8 hours to do some shopping.
Yeah.
I'd like to cast for this day, since we can do every day, change out our spells.
Yeah.
I'd like to cast Distort Value on my ring that I got.
Okay. And remind me what that one will do.
It casts a spell on an object no more than 1 foot on a side, doubling the object's perceived value by adding illusionary flourishes and polishes to it, or reducing its perceived value by half the help of illusionary scratches, dents, and other features. The ring is brand spanking new. It's looking
It's that
great.
one with the bloodstones.
Yep.
Yep.
And it has nothing else to do with magic whatsoever. It's just a fancy ring because I rolled high on that, and I'm gonna double its.
What's the school of magic on it, by the way, on that spell? Is
Illusion.
it illusion? Okay, that's what I figured. All right. So you do that. You have distorted the value of your ring.
Great.
Okay.
You did not tell me exactly how much that ring was worth.
It's originally worth 250 gold.
Great, so now worth 500. Great.
Are you
Okay.
gonna really sell it though?
I can't enchant it. Enchanting would take way too long to enchant that ring.
We have a week.
Yeah, we have a whole week.
I also would need a whole bunch of materials
Oh,
and a lot
okay.
and a lot of gold.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just saying.
I also have a really awesome necklace that I got, and I really just want to get rid of this ring because I don't have any need for it. I'd rather find a ring that has
Sorry,
an
she's
enchantment.
eating my hand. We're enjoying each other's company.
I see.
Anyway,
So
are we going? We're off.
You make your way to the Wishbone. It's actually not that far from the tavern, but on the way out of the tavern, how are you going to leave? Are you going to leave through the front door?
We leave through the side door.
Yeah, I feel like we
There
got
is
back
currently
entrance.
not a side door.
We go through the back door.
Jump out a window.
There is
No.
a back door that they can let you out through the kitchen, but it goes along the edge of the cliff. You would notice a brief bit of frost as you leave outside. Winter is slowly making its way to Moonshade.
We
And
pull
so-
a cronk and
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm so not worried about this.
I put
So-
my hood up, and that is all I do because.
All right, everybody, make a stealth check for me.
Oh joy!
well, fuck.
Ow!
I got a 5.
Okay.
She just fucking.
To be fair,
nibbled on
it's
my
very
foot.
realistic that I am not stealthy. I do not look stealthy. I stick out everywhere I go.
I just rolled a nat 20,
Ooh, nice.
but it's 26.
So let's just fucking
All right,
stealthy
so
as
let's
shit.
do this.
So is
So,
mine.
what have you got? X.
Dirty 26.
Dirty 26.
Wow.
5.
5.
Sudih, what have you got?
18.
18.
Nice.
You got a natural 20. Lothric?
Oh no.
14.
14.
Poor little dog.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
you
it's fine.
are all able to avoid the rest of the crowd, at least for now, because you rolled higher than the crowd's collective perception check. And you're able to sneak kind of behind buildings along the cliff's edge until you reach. They rolled a 4, so you were safe.
Ooh, lucky bitch.
Yeah. So you are all very aware though of Lemba breathing really heavy because of all of this attention on her, and she is kind of repeating something to herself to try to make herself calm.
Lemba is doing this?
It'd be like, they're not watching you. It's okay.
Lemba's having an
They're not-
anxiety
it's
attack
okay.
right now.
She's kind of freaking out because this much attention for her in the past has usually been a bad
It
thing.
usually not people
So-
try to kill me. It's just
So
fine.
she's pretty sure that they're probably after her, even though they're not. And she knows better, but it's still like really anxiety-inducing. So she's breathing real heavy and hyperventilating as you make your way along the edge of the cliff.
Wouldn't I be too, though?
It's all too.
You know, not in that at 20.
Okay.
You're like, I am the knight. So it's
Bruh.
Well,
right away in the
I figured
morning.
with my
But,
I figured with my backstory.
yep, with your background, you're very used to sneaking through things, though.
That's true, yeah.
And being unseen. So you're comfortable in your space. But one of the things that you would notice, a general sense as you make your way through, is that there's a lot of people trying to keep an eye on the rest of the group and figure out how to thank or do something for these people. It's a good thing that you have this attention. They're just totally paparazzi at this point. Which is a lot. So, you are able to, though, however, make your way into the fifth element where there are still a number of people shopping. And when they
You remember the
do...
store we burned down?
Oh, sorry, yes, the wishbone. Because the fifth element was burned down. The wishbone is the store that kind of deals with the students and helping supply them with a sort of a fence for them to sell their magical goods that they produce as assignments. Kind of a community college's plant sale, right? So they have quite a few people in there, either students working to enchant things or people that are trying to see the different things that have been produced by the school, essentially. And when they do notice you come in, they kind of turn, and there's a little bit of energy that builds really quickly, and they're all kind of come over and want to shake your hand, and very excited to meet you. And eventually the owner of the shop, just kind of Enola, you've met her before a few times, just kind of shushes them out the door because it's getting to be a lot. So you have the shop kind of to yourselves.
Sick.
She says, "Well, I'm glad to see you all again. I'm glad that you all made it through, and apparently with spectacular fashion. Is there anything that I can do for you all?"
X.
What do you have in the department of enchanted swords
Enchanted swords?
or daggers?
I suppose I don't necessarily have anything in stock already.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of enchantments can you put onto a sword?
We can magically enchant a number of different swords, make them a little bit more damaging, sharper, make sure that they do not dull. Effectively, she can make a normal sort of +1 sword, should you want, or take a +1 sword and make it some sort of a elemental attunement, either cold or fire. She says, I can make it either a flame tongue or a frostbrand. But it will take some time, I should warn you.
How long?
Maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 if I have too many orders at once.
And how much?
We have time.
I would put it at... She kind of sits there for a second. I'd put it at probably 100 gold a day, depending on that enchantment. What would you prefer?
Are the fire, right? Fire.
Yes, I can do the
cold-
flame tongue or the frostbrand.
What are they? What's the price difference between the two?
The price difference is fairly comparable.
Okay.
The flame tongue tends to run just on the basis of, like heat being easier to establish. without dealing with harming the blade or anything else like that. They tend to run just a little bit more expensive than the frost brand, but I can kind of even them out for you guys. You guys save the town. I'll even them out to about 500 each.
Total?
If it's going to take 5
Well,
days.
like
yes.
500 for a flame tongue or 500 for a frost.
Yes. And depending on if it takes the 5 days. If it takes a little bit longer with the number of orders, then it would be another 100 and on from there.
I slide both my short swords off my back and place them on the counter and go 1 flame tongue, 1 cold frost, or whatever it is.
And so she kind of looks them
Please.
over. Are these already +1 swords?
One of them is, the other one is not.
Yes. So she kind of looks at it and says, okay, so I can make one of these a flame tongue or a frost brand. The other one I would have to take additional time to make a +1 sword for the magically enchanted sword set. It can hold an additional element.
Okay.
And then add time. But that will take quite a bit more time.
Okay.
So, should you prefer...
Do you have a short sword, a +1 short sword on you?
I absolutely could procure one. I might see if any of the wares confiscated from the fifth element could be provided for this.
And then enchant that?
Yes, but they would still... One would take me likely the week. The full rest of this, 4 or 5 day stretch. If I was going to do 2, it would be at the very least 6 days.
That's fine.
Okay, yes, I can absolutely see about procuring that other sword. The cost I would make relatively negligible. Are you looking to sell this normal short sword?
If you can procure a +1 short sword, I would absolutely sell the single.
If that were the case, I would give you the +1 for a mere 200 gold and enchant it with the additional cost 100 per day on top of that.
So we're looking at 1,200 roughly?
So we're looking at, and she kind of sits there for a second. She says, so 200 for the sword itself, plus if it takes me the 6 days at the minimum, 600, and then another 600 for that other sword. So 1,400 gold at the very least, and then if I need additional time based on orders, I'll charge you the extra 100 as we go.
Done. Sounds good.
Okay, so you hand over the one sword or both the
I hand
swords,
over
and she
both short swords.
kind of works from there. She says, I will work as fast as possible for you. You want one as the flame tongue and one as the frostbrand.
Yes, please.
That can be done. Anybody else need anything? Is there anything else that we can do?
Yes.
I have a lot of things, so go first.
I am specifically looking to boost my armor class. So,
I see. What armor might you be wearing at this point?
Currently, leather.
Leather armor?
Yeah.
Are you looking to have this armor enchanted? Or are you looking for another specific armor type? Or anything else? I do have some items procured from the fifth element, should you find them interesting.
Yeah, I'll look at those.
She kind of takes you over to a mannequin stand. And it has a few different, 4 different armor types that are there. She says, this, I'm sure that will be fairly familiar, and it's kind of a dark brown dyed leather armor. Kind of a natural color, but a little bit darker. And it's this +1 leather armor. She says, this has been magically enchanted to provide a little bit more protection. Right next to it is another set of scale mail armor. It's kind of jingle-jangly, and based on being with Lothric for quite a bit of time, it makes a little bit of noise. There's plate mail armor, which is like a full knight's suit of armor, and she's like, this will provide quite a bit of protection should you be capable of wearing it, although based on your slim stature, I guess I am not sure that it would be the most beneficial. You need to have quite a bit of strength to manage this armor. And then there's another piece that's the studded leather armor. There are kind of little metal rivulets within it that kind of offer a little bit more protection, but not by too much. She says, well, each of these is enchanted to maintain its durability. Should you be attacked, the armor is resilient to damage in and of itself, and therefore resilient to damage for you as well.
What is the AC of the studded leather?
The studded leather armor, if I double check, studded leather, because regular leather armor is what is it? 12 plus
11 is my current armor.
is 11. Okay. So then
Studded is 12.
12 plus your dex modifier, so it's studded leather is a +1, and so it's a 13 plus your dex modifier. I believe is what it should be.
That opens the sound. Yeah, I'll buy the studded leather.
Okay. So she says, all right, well, that's wonderful. The studded leather armor, as heroes of the town, we'll call it 2,500 gold.
Okay.
All right. So then she kind of takes it off of the stand, and it's kind of heavy, holding just another set of armor on top, and just holding it in your hands. It's a lot, but she kind of folds it up nicely because it's leather, and it's quite a bit that's there, but it's nice, and it feels like it'll be fairly protective. All right. Well, is there anything else that I can do for you all?
Yes.
Yes.
What medium armors do you have?
Well, I suppose we have, at the best, probably the scale mail at this point. But as I can see, you are wearing a pair already, so I don't know how beneficial it might be. Is your set currently enchanted?
It is not.
Well, then this may be an improvement. It is an enchanted set that I own.
Yes.
Yes. So,
What enchantment do you have?
simple, enchantment to maintain the durability. They're all +1 level armors. So.
I guess my armor class is already pretty good. What do you have for... What do you have for swords?
For swords, well, I don't have much in the way of weaponry, but I do have additional connections that I could make with the Fifth Element's kind of confiscated items. I do have a number of wands that I could offer you, though not strictly weapons in themselves. But other than that, there's not too much. I do have a set of gloves for missile snaring, should you find that interesting.
Let me see. I just want to see what the gloves and missile snaring do.
They let you catch arrows and stuff. So what a monk can do naturally, which is a deflect missiles, and you can reduce a number of hit points of damage. If you reduce it to 0, then
1d10
you catch
plus your dex modifier.
Yep. So if someone shoots an arrow or a bolt at you or some other projectile, then you can catch it and reduce the damage to 0. If you do, then you catch it.
Got it.
These are gloves that let you have the same rough effect.
Do you happen to have gloves of thievery?
No, unfortunately, that would be illegal.
Would you ask for gloves of...
Gloves of thievery.
Huh.
In a shop.
These gloves are invisible while worn. While wearing them, you gain a +5 bonus to dexterity, sleight of hand checks, and dexterity checks made to pick locks.
Oh.
That would have been great when we were in that crazy ass room for you. Alrighty. How much for the gloves of missile snaring?
For the gloves of missile snaring, I could offer them to you for 550 gold.
Saki's big. It's a hilarious. I had to go to a friend's graduation party and I just got back.
I will take them.
Yes, so 550 gold for you.
Oh my gosh. Whoa!
Saki, don't be a turbo missile. Alright,
How much was it?
550 gold.
Sudih before
You are
Solace.
currently at the Wishbone Magic Shop, by the way. Should you have anything that you would like to buy.
Or enchant.
Or enchant.
Wait, what?
Either way.
I'm sorry, where are we?
The group that went to a magic shop. So I had you go with them so that you had the option if you want.
What happened before that? Did I miss anything?
You woke up in a tavern, and basically this person came by to ask you, do you have any stipulations or requirements or other things that you would like at the feast that you guys are going to have that the academy and the town are going to throw for you? And then there were some stipulations, so now it's not going to happen until like 4 or 5 days later because they need to make some requirements for purple calla lilies. Make some changes. Get a bunch of meat prepared, stuff like that. So it's not gonna be tonight, but it's gonna be later. And so if you have any other stipulations, you can tell me and I'll add them, like you were there for that. Yes.
I have a few things I want to do at the magic shop.
Okay. Yes. What are you thinking?
Everyone's done?
Sudih or Serenity, you guys have anything?
Saki,
Before
stop.
Celeste takes
Saki,
her
come here.
multiple turns.
Anything
Sudih?
else you would like at the shop, guys?
What should I do at the shop? I don't know what to do at the shop.
Anything you want, Sudih?
I'm thinking about it. Hold on.
Are there any potions?
We do.
I want
actually.
better armor.
Armor, yes. Well, we do have the armor types. We do have the kind of scale mail and leather armor, as well as the plate mail armor available, should you like. And then in terms of potions, we do have some minor potions of healing, or potion of, and she actually kind of pulls them out of this box. She says, this, and she kind of opens it up. She says, this here is a potion of mind reading. And this one here is a potion of heroism.
Heroism?
Although as heroes of the town, I don't know that you would need it. We
Good one.
currently do have one in stock. Should anybody else be inspired from your efforts, or if you would like to purchase as well.
How much is the mind reading potion?
The potion of mind reading I would offer as a hero of the town 1,800 gold.
Let me check how much gold I have. I can't remember. That was a lot of gold we got.
Yeah, you got a lot of gold.
We got our shit.
It's 5,000 gold. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
What about the armors?
Armors, we do have a...
I mean, I got an enchanted armor, but...
Yes, we have a leather armor, a scale mail armor, and a plate mail armor, should you find them interesting. These are also enchanted as well.
And what are the prices?
Currently, for leather armor, they are putting them for you guys 2,200 for the leather, and then 2,500 for the scale mail, and 4,500 for the plate mail.
And was the heroism potion the same price as the mind reading one?
The heroism potion is 2,300 gold
Jeez,
for costs.
I'll take the mind reading potion.
You'll take the mind reading potion?
Uh-huh.
Alright. And so she kind of takes it out. It's this purplish potion. And she hands it to you. And you swear for a half a second that there's a brain in it, but you're not. You're like, you look at it and it's not there anymore. So it's okay.
Yeah.
But then you have it. So you can mark, what was that, 1,800 gold?
1,800?
Yes, I believe. And that will be that potion, but we do have others, other things, wands, gemstones. The alchemy jug remains within the shop. I really just wanted to stop making mayonnaise. But I do have a few different items, should you find them interesting.
Sudih get her armor?
Oh yes, and you were looking for armor. What sort of armor would you like?
Now, the leather armor that I have right now, it's alright.
Yes.
Okay. It's not great. It's almost killed me twice.
Oh,
What comes in between the kind of plate armor that you're going to find on, someone who has a sword and charges in willy-nilly, and leather armor? What's the happy medium?
the happy medium that we have available would be the scale mail armor. Should you appreciate a little bit more protection at the sacrifice of potentially being a little bit stealthier. It does offer quite a bit more protection than your standard leather, but it does come at its own cost.
I
The
have
cost of not
that.
being stealthy.
Yeah. So it would give you disadvantage on stealth.
I have it right now, and it sucks at times when you do want to be
If
stealthy.
you really want to be stealthy, it sucks, but it does offer you more protection in the fight.
Ah, fuck it, I have silence. Let's buy this.
Alright. She says, and for you, 2,500 gold, and the scale mail is yours. Alright. Anything else that I can do for the rest of you? Would you, perchance, like to explore the remaining potions, or wands,
There's
or
something about
other items?
gemstones.
Yes, we have, and she pulls it out. She says, we have, I'm very proud of this student. She finally just kind of got her stride within the school. This is a gem of brightness. And she kind of pulls out this little sapphire. And it's this little diamond-shaped sapphire. And she says, when you choose to use it, it will create a bright light.
Jeremiah, what item did I get specifically?
You got a +1 scale mail armor.
+1 scale mail?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that she could hear.
Gemstone? I know what I'm looking for.
Does anyone have
I got-
the brightness?
I mean, I
Spell?
have fire coming out from my
I
dude.
mean, they got fire.
I guess that's true. We don't necessarily need it.
Well, if that's the case, then by all means, there is a few different items that you can peruse from. What can I help you with?
Alright, Celeste, I think everyone else has had their turn, so you can take your turn.
You said something about like a jug.
Yes, the alchemy jug can create a number of different substances and fluids. People keep coming into the store to make mayonnaise, which is frankly a pain in the ass. But you can make a number of different items, alcohol should you see fit, a few different things, but it is rather bulky. You can also purchase a dragon vessel. She kind of points to another case. It's this kind of almost looks like a wineskin, but has a carved gold dragon at the end. You guys saw this before. Sherry told you about it. It can make healing potion. It's a lot smaller, but if you only do it once a day, and if it does do it and the potion isn't consumed once a day, then it's not magical anymore. It just is a fluid, and then you have to dump it out and make new ones. So
Oh, I just noticed those.
yeah.
How much for?
For which, the alchemy jug or the dragon vessel?
What's so special about the dragon vessel?
The dragon vessel can provide a few different things. Water itself, a few different other options, but the alchemy jug has wider variety. It's just a lot larger and bulkier. And the dragon vessel is quite a bit smaller and more portable.
How much is each?
The alchemy jug, because I really want it gone, I will give it to you for 300 gold.
Oh, jeez.
And the dragon vessel, I will give to you for 350.
Which one do you recommend?
I
I know you want one
want
of
the
them
alchemy
gone.
jug gone, please. But if I had to choose, I would recommend the dragon vessel.
What makes it so much better if we
The dragon vessel potentially, based on the enchantment, can eventually produce quite a bit to sort of off-place the costs, so to speak.
What do you mean by that?
Well, currently, and she pulls the two out and points out to the one in the case on the table, and then pulls out a single healing potion. This healing potion is 150 gold here, normally. The dragon vessel is 350 gold normally. So you could buy this and use it 3 or 4 times and have paid for this. No, you're fine. That's what it's there for.
I think I'm gonna have to have that dragon.
You would like the dragon vessel?
The dragon vessel.
Yes. And she kind of takes it out of the case and hands it to you.
First of all, though, do I have to attune to it?
I guess I am not sure off the top of my head. I will double check.
Yeah, because I can only attune to like one other thing, and then I'm done. I'm maxed.
And you have it attuned to your bracers.
And I no, I know. So that's my thing. So I'm like, I can't attune to this and to the bracers of defense. I have to choose one if I have to do both. So.
Well, this, as of the moment...
Robbie, will you help Sarah
There's
open
a thing
the mouth?
over there.
It should be a twin.
Yeah, there should be a
also
shark
this
there.
right here.
The dragon vessel that we currently have does require attunement.
It does?
Yes, unfortunately. However, it can produce, on a command word that you choose, ale, olive oil, the potion of healing, or another potion called a potion of climbing.
Of climbing?
Yes.
Well, that's
It
nothing
can
but
be
ice.
used once a day.
I didn't see that.
Oh. Wow, it's too
We
good.
don't know.
Should you find it interesting still, I can, sell it to you.
So if it's attuned, what other properties do I get?
That's it. If you have something that requires attunement, you have to attune to it to gain the benefits.
Oh, so if I don't have it attuned, then I can't.
It doesn't do shit.
What about the other one? The other water.
The alchemy jug?
Or yeah, the alchemy jug. Do I have to attune to that?
I do not believe you do. The alchemy jug, in and of itself, I believe, is able to sit on its own as a relatively uncommon item that people provide. It does weigh quite a bit. It is 12 pounds, whether it's full or empty.
Holy buckets.
Yeah, so it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a big jug. But it can produce acid, basic poisons, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, also a fan favorite, freshwater or saltwater, and then also wine. A gallon of it, which I need most of the time.
It can't do healing potions?
No. Unfortunately, that's the specialty of the dragon vessel.
Fuck. I really want that, though. I can really only attune to 3 things at once.
Yep. There's a feat that you can take that allows you to attune to more, I believe. But
Oh, really?
it's kind of a lot. You spend a whole ability score increase for a feat, and it just lets you get one more thing, so...
Damn it. That sucks. Can I switch between attunements of things? Or can I not?
You can. You would have to break attunement on the other item.
Oh, really? And then I have to go back and attune to it? I
Yeah,
can't just, like,
you
put it
can't use
on.
multiple at once. Your limit for attuned
Damn
items
it!
for everybody is 3.
Fuck! Okay, I'm gonna pass. I'm sorry.
Oh, are you sure you do not want the alchemy jug does not require attunement?
I know, but I really wanted the added benefit of having health potions handy.
I understand. Well, you can purchase a healing potion.
That was my next question. Can I purchase some healing
Yes.
potions then?
Normally the potion would be 150 gold, but I will give it to you for a mere 100.
Okay, I would like.
I only have the one.
Oh, you only have one.
I only have the
Oh,
one.
bitch, Celeste. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I will take.
I only have the one, but I can point you to another kind of alchemist that has a potion shop in town, should you require
Okay,
more.
we might have to go there, guys. Just saying.
Actually, is it okay if I can sell back the potion? I just thought about it and it's like I really don't
You would
need
prefer to not take
it. Yeah, I
That
thought about
is-
it. I
that
thought
is
about it
just
more.
fine.
I don't think I need it.
appreciate the consideration. So she gives you back the money. She gives you back the...
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry
That's
about
okay.
that.
She gives you back the 1,800 and takes back the potion.
Yeah,
You
thank
said
you.
that was 100 gold.
That was 1,800. So
Yeah.
it was expensive.
So, are you buying the health potion?
Yes.
Alright. So that's 100 gold that you can take off. And you get this.
I have 2, technically.
Oh, that's so cool. What is inside there?
Dice.
Dice?
So you roll them out of the potion.
So So that's not liquid?
Nope. It's resin.
It's resin?
Yep.
I see, and that's the health we get. So
Yep.
we roll it out.
Yeah,
And so what you do for those
That's neat.
potions is you roll the dice and then add the number of dice that are in the potion.
Oh. Wait, do you have another health potion?
Oh, that is
Yeah.
cool.
Those up there, but she doesn't.
Ah, dang it.
You'd have to go to the other
I
shop.
wanted to get a health potion now.
And there's a big one.
We'll have to go to the health shop.
So,
And then roughly how long will it take? Assuming shit doesn't hit the fan from my swords.
yeah. At this moment, currently, it should take, at the very least, 6 days. Unless I have other commissions from people, which this one will be the top of the list. Unless I have additional commissions, it should take 6 to 7 days.
So let's come back like Saturday night if today's Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday morning, depending on your stuff.
I have a few more things. Sorry.
Yes, what can I do?
I pull out my Addams Family gold cage.
Oh,
Do
you ended up with it.
I did. Do you know anything about this? Does it have
Yes,
any?
certainly do. I have a particular student that loves to torture me.
Oh, okay.
They had enchanted this with an illusory canary, and you kind of hold it up, and the canary arrives and just starts going.
Oh no.
It just kind of goes, and just the same basic beginning of the Addams Family that just never fucking ends. And she's like, they just
That's
do that.
torture.
They always whistle when they work on their stuff, and they made that, and now there's like all of the whistling all the time. I don't know if they hate me, but they're the one that keeps making mayonnaise, and they're horrible. I am truly sorry.
So if I sell this to you,
Oh god. Do I have to?
We can find somebody else to pawn it
okay.
off on.
Do you know anyone who might be willing to take this off my hands?
I would recommend you give it to someone you very much dislike.
Where's Jared when you need him?
I'm
Right.
dead.
In ashes.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's dead.
obliterated him.
You turned him into ashes.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
But still.
fair point. And then my one last question. Do you have any darts?
Unfortunately, we do not. But
Okay.
I can have some procured, should you like, from a local blacksmith. Or do you want enchanted darts?
You know, that would be kind of cool. What would you be willing to do with a dart?
I could have a number of darts enchanted. Darts or throwing stars, your choice. And I could, or a throwing dagger. I could have a number of them enchanted to be just kind of magical weapons, or I could focus on one individual that has the magical capabilities that a normal short sword might have. In addition, I could go a further step and enchant them to create you one that would never miss. So,
What about
in mechanical
return
terms,
back to me like a boomerang?
oh, we can provide something along those lines, an enchantment similar to the blink spell.
Yes, exactly.
Kind of a blink back item, where you can take ammunition and like a thrown dagger and have it blink back to you. However, that would, as I know that you are unfortunately struggling with attunement capabilities, that would be an attunement.
Are you serious?
Yes, unfortunately, it would need to know who to blink back to.
God!
Otherwise, it would
Oh.
blink back to the nearest thing in the area.
Damn it. Okay. It's fair.
No, that was an option.
You could do this too. You could ever make it too.
No, I want my swords to be done in time. But I'm talking about for my lightning javelin.
You can also
Oh, the
have
lightning
something
javelin.
like what I would do is you could do a belt. And this is coming from another campaign that I just know about. You could make a blink back belt. It would take quite a bit of effort and quite a bit of time and money. But that way you can take some sort of another magical item and have it attuned to the belt that you're wearing. And the belt is an attunement item. And when you throw that thing, it can hold up to like 3 or 4 different items, if it's like a dagger or something else. And then it would blink back to the belt so that you can use it on your next turn.
Oh,
I take off my belt.
Celeste, put your clothes back on. That was not the time.
Could you turn this into
Is
that?
this the dragonhide one?
Yes.
Oh, this is okay. And she kind of takes it.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Ooh, she rolled great. This unfortunately is already fairly full of magical capability. I would have to take quite a bit of time to remove the enchantment, place the new enchantment with a combination of the old enchantment to make it work. It would take quite a bit of time.
What? Seriously? Okay, never mind. I take back my belt and I put it back.
Should you prefer, I can procure another belt and enchant that on its own. And this is true for any of you.
But I like the capabilities of my dragonhead belt,
So
I wish I could do both, but it's fine.
yeah, and that's the thing is you can't wear multiple belts effectively, right? So
Speak for yourself.
okay,
So-
you can't be the emo kid wearing 20 belts and have them all work at all times.
That is all I have. Thank you.
Well, is there anything else I can do for any of the rest of you? Yes, sir.
I'm talking to you in real life, Jeremiah.
Yes.
I fucking hate you for this, but I'm absolutely in love with it.
What?
The note?
Did you figure it out?
No, I didn't figure it out. I still have a whole other thing that I have to write out.
It's challenging,
Oh
in
yeah.
other words.
Alright, now what do y'all want to do? I chose the weapon shop.
Is there a jewelry place nearby that we can go?
Oh, yes, I can recommend to you a number of the different jewelry places, jewelry stores. We do have the Dancing Talisman, should you find that interesting. Has a number of gemstones and other jewelry, should you have a special someone you wish to purchase for. Or, I know that a number of you were interested in the potion shop for a number of different healing potions or other things. That is known as the Crystal Stag. I can direct you to both should you require.
The first one first and the second one second, please.
Do you want to go to the potion shop too?
Kind of.
Okay.
But I want to get rid of this ring. So, jewelry store first, please, because they may also have other enchanted
Oh,
things.
okay. Well,
Unless somebody else wants to go somewhere else.
does
first.
anyone else want to go someplace else other than the potion shop? Or
I
the
really can't think of anything.
Not as a massive group.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking if Rafi's the only one that wants to go to the jewelry shop,
So,
he
I
can
can
meet
do
us
that.
there,
Would
kind
there
of
be
thing.
darts
Yeah.
at this jewelry shop?
Darts.
No, I think you'd have to go
Hey,
to
let
a
the woman
blacksmith
ask.
for
Let the
that.
woman ask.
The face says
The face says no. Yeah, that face says no.
This is walking to K Jewelers. Hey, do you have weapons here?
Hey, I wouldn't put it past Kay herself to have weapons.
Why is Kay a woman?
Because Kay is.
Why can't Kay be a
Because
man?
X
I
says
feel
Kay
like-
is a woman.
I feel like K is just like the Z for Zorro. It's just K. Also the X.
Because the only member in this party with one letter to their name says that she's female.
You know it's not K
So-
the letter.
Yeah, it's K. What? I'm not an idiot. I think I'm stupid.
It's K for Caden.
She may be stupid, but she's not an idiot.
Actually, I think
It's the other way around. I may be an idiot, but I'm not stupid.
That's it.
Okay. Sudih, is there any special place you want to head to?
I got what I was looking for.
Alright, Lumbo?
Not as a massive group.
Okay.
I've got places I want to go by myself.
Okay.
Or maybe with one other person.
Okay.
Celeste,
Celeste, is there any place you want to go?
Yes.
I
You.
know it's
Do you want to go to the jewelry shop? Would you rather go straight to the potions? Is there another place you want to go?
Where are you guys going?
Well, Lothric wants to go to the jewelry shop.
I
Yes, I know
think
that.
I'm the only one who really wants to go.
Nobody else wants to go to the jewelry shop for
Yeah.
any reason.
No.
Do they
You
have-
are out
Ah,
of
fuck it.
diamonds.
Although I have no interest in diamonds, but fuck
Yeah,
it,
I'll go to the jewelry shop.
Diamonds are revivify.
I can't fucking do shit with them.
Yeah, but still.
I say, I'll go with you to the jewelry shop, Lothric.
Alright, jewelry shop.
Thanks.
I'll go to the jewelry shop.
Sudih, do you want to come to the jewelry shop to try to purchase a diamond?
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Sudih!
What?
Do you want to come to the diamond shop with us to try to buy a diamond?
Sure.
Because we've used all our diamonds.
I'll go with.
Okay.
If everyone's gonna
So,
go, I'll
all right,
go with.
just for my clarity, raise your hand if you're going to the jewelry shop.
Okay, guess what?
Right,
I'm
okay.
Okay, so it's another group party to the jewelry shop. All right. So you make your way with Enola's kind of directions. She points you up the way and down the road, and you make your way probably within 5 or 10 minutes to the Dancing Talisman. It's a very nice shop. You can see on the outside is kind of this dark stained wood. You do see the frost from the previous night that does exist in the space. It is cold and starting to get colder over time as the winter slowly sets in. But there are glass windows with a number of very beautiful necklaces and bracelets available. And a woman comes out, kind of gently touching a kind of necklace that she seems to have purchased, a gold necklace. As you make your way in, you do see a kind of nicely groomed human man, tan skin, very well trimmed beard and mustache. As he kind of turns and sees the rest of you all enter, he goes, "Hello, hi, how can I help you? Is there anything that you've got going on for a special event that I should know about that can help kind of guide your purchasing? Anything that I can do to help you specifically?"
I'd like to sell this ring.
Okay.
Oh, you're not here to buy.
I am here to also look and possibly buy, but I need to.
Yes,
I would like to sell
It's
this.
the nature of transactions. Yes,
Exactly.
of course, sir.
Transaction.
Yes, we can take a look at this as well. Would you care to peruse, and perhaps you can offset the cost with the ring?
Yes.
Yes, of course. What would you all be in the market for?
Do you have any?
Diamonds.
Do you have anything enchanted?
Oh,
For your jewelry as well.
We unfortunately do not have anything enchanted, but
That's
we do
fine.
have a number of various beautiful artifacts here. Diamonds, you say, though. However, let me take you over to that. And he
Like
kind
a
of
straight up
very
diamond.
quickly, power walks around the corner to where the case is. This shop is kind of this U shape, where it's just up one side along the back wall and then there, and he kind of power walks around the edge to get to the case that has diamond stuff in it.
Is this like an overly exaggerated Jeff Goldblum?
Kind of.
Great. Okay, that's who I'm picturing. Continue.
So, you are interested in diamonds. Would you care for perhaps a wonderful diamond necklace for a special someone in your life?
I'm looking more for just a straight up diamond.
Like a raw diamond?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to have
Interesting.
another accident.
We can... Oh. These are bad jelly beans, aren't they?
Yeah, you might not want to eat them.
Give me one. We'll do one together.
Take a look at a pic.
We'll do orange one.
Wait, is this a jelly game?
Wait before you eat it.
Here.
Oh, it is.
So,
No, thanks. I'm good. I'm eating. I'm eating right
I'll
now.
take the white one.
Was it orange and speckled?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be bad then. Tell me what you taste.
What are the options?
It's only one option.
Oh.
It should. What do you
I don't
taste?
know what it is.
It should be banana.
That's
Or vomit.
not a banana.
It's or vomit.
It's vomit.
Nope.
One of them is dirt.
Oh yeah, the orange. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong side. Sorry, the orange.
We got
orange
some-
with the red speckles.
We got some of the
Yeah, that
bad beans,
not a
jelly
banana.
beans stuff.
Which
Anyway.
one did you have?
I had the white one.
The white one is snot.
Earwax.
Earwax.
It's not snot. It's not earwax.
Then it might be soap.
Probably so.
Oh, it's soap. Yeah, it's
Neat.
soap. Okay. Yeah.
So he kind of turns and slowly turns away from the case where all of these beautiful pieces of diamond jewelry are. And she kind of, he kind of turns and is like, "Well, I do suppose we have a number of raw, uncut specimens in the back and some that are in progress. What might you be preferring? How much are you looking to spend today?"
What do you have for emeralds? Jewelry.
Well, we do have a number of emerald, and he just kind of power walks back around the other side. Emeralds are on like the far end of this U-shaped case.
Wow, I took us the furthest away.
And he's like, we have a wonderful set of emerald earrings. We have a wonderful set of a large emerald necklace, and you can kind of see it. It's this large stone necklace with emerald kind of all the way around, almost like they're the beads. He says, we do have a wonderful emerald ring. Should you find that interesting?
How much are the earrings?
The earrings themselves, these particular earrings, and he kind of pulls the case out. It's this nice little velvet case, and sets it on the counter. He said, these particular earrings, they took quite a bit of time to craft. They're a wonderful example of what an emerald can be done within jewelry. I would put them at probably 800 gold for a set of earrings such as these, this fine craftsmanship that you see before you.
Well, with offsetting it with this ring, I'm very much interested in paying.
Yes.
The
He
difference.
puts them back in the case and kind of takes the ring from you and says, "If I may," and pulls a kind of magnifying spectacle out and is looking at it.
Oh,
And is kind of examining.
you missed it, Sarah. Lothar cast a spell of illusion on his ring to increase the price.
This is a wonderful ring. I suppose, in offsetting the cost.
Does anyone have a dispel?
With the cost of the ring and the cost of this set of earrings themselves, I suppose that I could part with these wonderful earrings for a simple trifle of maybe 100 gold.
You bastard!
A 2.
He rolled a 2.
This guy's
Two.
shitty at his job. He's fired.
Oh, love of magic. I will
Take 'em
gladly
and
take
run.
them.
Yes, my dear sir. He takes the ring from you.
Thank you. I immediately put them on.
Yes. So you can
I'm gonna
put
find
in
a picture of what I.
Yeah, so you can put in earrings. Email the email if you want with them, and I'll make them a custom item for you. But put in earrings worth like 800 gold.
Perfect.
Emerald earrings worth 800 gold.
Come on.
So, otherwise, raw diamond or cut diamond, but unplaced. Correct.
Correct.
Yes. Give me just a moment, and he heads to the back.
Does the revive spell require like a full diamond?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it can be in a setting, but it takes the diamond out of the setting in the process.
Long as West with this fucking setting.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want some
So-
loose diamonds.
So he kind of comes back with a small case, wooden case, and sets it down very gingerly on the table. He says, "Now, it would depend on if you think that any of these might be worth your while. I have a number of them that were raw and uncut, and a number of them that were partially through being cut, and some that were cut and being set still. But should you wish to procure them before their final placement within a setting, I can absolutely part with them." And he opens the case, and it's got this kind of velvet interior to keep them from scratching, and each one is wrapped separately. And each one he kind of undoes and shows you, almost like this a flower opening up around this diamond in this velvet cloth. Very over the top, but also now they're not going to scratch each other, so that's neat.
How they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But these diamonds, there are a number of them that are uncut that they seem to be diamonds, and there's a number of them that are cut that are also cut diamonds. I mean, are you proficient in jeweler's tools?
No, of course not.
Okay. So, you can make a general intelligence check if you would like to try to discern their value, or you can just trust him. He's like, I would part for any number of these diamonds for 500 gold apiece.
A piece.
That's it.
Well, to cast the spell, what does the diamond need to be worth, technically?
What does it? Is it
300.
Okay.
So you have to hope that he's not totally overshooting the mark.
What would I roll?
General intelligence, just straight intelligence.
Oh, there it is. Wow. Roll.
Or insight. I'll give you insight as well. Just to see if he's fucking with
Can
you.
I also, since I'm in the same area, can I also roll
Oh,
insight?
well, I have higher
Sure.
insight, so I'm gonna roll insight. Oh, I lied. I got a 13 intelligence.
13?
I rolled a 15.
Okay. You guys, he's very clearly a salesman. He is the slaps roof of car used salesman guy of jewelry, but he seems to know what he's talking about. I mean, you don't stay in this game for that long if you don't know what you're talking about. So, they must be worth it at least that much.
Just sent
I am going to use a spell.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this
I'm going to charm person.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Whoa. Those earrings, sir.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it actually tastes
It's
better
not
with
good.
the ice cube in it.
What did you get? 3?
And it
not
puts
good.
into like a little
Well,
slushy.
she rolled
Yeah. Madam.
Oh, this is already going bad. Madam, that's the bad sign.
I would appreciate if we were to keep all of our dealings above board. Or perhaps you don't really want these diamonds. It kind
I
of
will
shuts the
buy one
case.
of the diamonds.
Oh, which one would you prefer?
You don't have to buy a diamond, so I can buy it.
I will buy a diamond. It doesn't matter.
500 gold.
Okay, and I hand you 500 gold.
Alright.
And how many diamonds are left?
There's like 4.
Okay.
More left.
I'll see if I can buy one too. Just in case. Can I try my persuasion skills with my spirit by my side?
If you want to summon your spirit, yeah.
I
Make
turn
a
and I
sleight
give
of hand check
my
as well.
diamond to you.
So
Oh,
persuasion
thank
and
you.
sleight of
Hold
hand?
it
Yeah.
for safekeeping.
I will.
Well, make a sleight of hand, because it's
saved
obvious
your
that you're
life
summoning
if you
something,
die.
and he already just saw
It doesn't
Lemma
matter
try to
whose life
charm
it
him.
is.
So he's
Whoever needs
like
help.
there fucking casting stuff, and he's in a town where magic is a thing. So he's
Oh.
aware that, like,
Then can I just tell him I'm just going to consult with my spirit to help me with something?
you can if you want.
So I don't have to do the sleight of hand trick? I'm not
Yeah,
tricking him or
should you
anything. I'm
want,
just trying to
yes.
persuade him a
Well,
bargain
but-
price.
The spirit influences him in some way.
Can I go outside the store and summon him and then come back in?
Should you like? It might be suspicious still.
Alright.
Why is this
Hold
attention
on,
on
I'll
me?
be right back, and then leave, and then
Okay.
come back with this giant thing down my ear.
Okay, let me just try to do it.
I will buy a diamond.
Oh, you will, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, as many
500
diamonds.
diamonds as
that's-
possible.
Where was my
I
sleight
give
of
him the
hand
500.
Take sleight of
Alright.
hands like near the bottom.
skill? Oh yeah, there it is.
Third one from the
14.
14. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, he does see you starting to summon this spirit, and he's like,
What did he roll?
15.
Oh!
He has no bonuses. I'm just rolling a random d20.
Yeah. I'm just like telling him, oh, I'm just summoning a friend to
He
help me
kind
with
of,
the
as
problem.
you finish purchasing this thing, you like barely get your fingers out before he snaps the box shut. He's like, I think I might need to request you all to leave. Though I appreciate your business, it seems that you seem to be magical users that seem to be able to take advantage of a poor fellow like myself.
Some great welcome for your heroes.
Yeah.
I am aware.
Oh my!
However,
We're not
you seem to be
stealing
making
anything.
efforts to cheat me. Therefore, I appreciate your business, but I believe that further business is completed.
All because of a 15 roll.
No, right? So,
Whilst they're leaving, I walk up and I'm just like,
X, do your thing. I'll turn you invisible.
no, you're all getting kicked out. All of you.
No.
Because you all came in as a group.
just
But
like,
I want to stay in the room.
So he's ushering all of you out, and Sudih and Lothric kind of stiff arm him and stay back, and he's like, please, I need to ask you all to leave.
I'll pay you 3 platinum for 2 diamonds.
Oh.
30 gold.
Yeah,
I thought-
they're only worth 10 apiece.
Oh yeah.
They're not
they
worth
are.
100. Platinum's
Oh,
only worth 10.
I appreciate the effort.
I thought they were 100 because I thought
They're-
platinum was
they're
100
10.
gold.
Everything is in factors for 10.
Oh, I
X-
thought it was 100. I'm
X-
stupid. Never mind.
That's
Forget
okay.
what
So
I didn't realize that.
reaches an arm into her backpack.
Miss.
No, the whole and kind of growl and pulls out the scale she has.
Oh,
And I look at him and go, "Can you make this into a necklace? Like,
make a persuasion check.
can you make this tiny?"
Make
Into
a
an-
persuasion check.
I don't know how to ask what I want done. Does a 4 count?
Oh
It just goes necklace.
Nope. He's like, yes, I see you have some dragon bits. Now please leave.
Just wanted to know if he could make it into a necklace.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't buy anything from him then. He doesn't seem very courteous to his customers.
Just tiny and on a rope.
To be fair, we were kind of tricky.
Well, you were tricking him!
Yeah, I just bought from him, man.
I'm not stealthy, okay?
So, those of you that bought diamonds, the two of you, what I would like for you to do is take in D&D Beyond, take the D100 and put 3 in and roll.
3 D100s.
3 D100s. That's the value of the diamond that you have purchased.
Oh, fuck.
At best,
Oh my god, it's so slow. I can't handle it. $243.
so you can put in a 243 gold diamond.
So that
This
that
guy
would,
scammed me.
what did you get?
171.
171 gold diamond. Alright. Keep in mind, to cast or equify, it doesn't have to be a single diamond, you can pool them.
Oh, hey, we could pool ours.
Still not enough.
But
Wait,
that's-
so
That
that's
is
300?
300
Oh.
value or more,
Oh.
so they can
So,
pool the
you
two.
do have the one, but they aren't worth the best amount.
So just put in your inventory a 243 diamond.
And a one. It's basically you put in a diamond worth 414.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
what the combined diamonds worth are.
Yeah.
Put the 2 individual diamonds, just because then you can,
Oh
if you
my
get another
goodness.
diamond that's worth a different amount, then you can swap and go between. Like,
I
yeah.
put them both in there.
Yeah, so there you go. So do that all. But
This guy
he
scammed us.
otherwise kind of
He
kicks you
did.
out and is like, I appreciate your business. Good day.
Do I realize that he
Fucking
scammed
scammer.
me before we
No,
left?
you have no idea.
Okay.
Scale.
Scale. And
What a
then
dick.
shuts the door.
I like
Dick
lean over to
indeed.
Celeste. We're gonna come back and burn his house down, right? God damn.
I mean, I don't.
Maybe not burn it down.
I don't know if I'd
A little
advise
damage
Do I hear
there,
this?
fire.
But
You, with
He
your
just scared
passive
the
score,
shit out of
yeah, you
us.
would.
I know he scammed the shit out of us, but
How do you guys figure out what the diamonds are worth?
I think after we
You have no
leave-
idea. I'm just, that way you know
Oh,
what
so
you're
they
capable
don't
of for
actually-
spells.
so they
As
don't
far as
actually-
they're concerned, $500 a piece. Right?
Oh.
That's as far as you know.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
you cannot metagame.
Sick.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You would have to do some further inspection or have somebody else look at it
Okay.
to be able to tell.
Alright, so we head into the potion shop next?
Sure.
Is that where
And
everyone-
this time, let's play it honest. Just persuasion and that's it.
Alright, potion shop.
All right. So it make a whoever wants to lead this charge make an investigation or persuasion check.
I know
Let me
where this
try.
potion shop is.
Yeah, so I'll give you advantage.
I got 21.
21, but who's leading it? You have to choose who's leading it
I know where this potion shop is, guys. I can lead us.
Okay.
Okay.
because it's the one roll. I'm giving you the one.
Oh, just the one?
No, you
You
get
got
the advantage,
advantage.
but it's the one roll. That way you don't all split.
Okay. What am I doing?
Investigation or persuasion, your choice.
It is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20
Nice.
with which skill?
Either.
Either they're the same.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so it takes you a minute, but not that long. You're able to kind of lean on the fact that you're local heroes. You find this young boy, and at first he's kind of scared of you because of the way that you look.
That's fair.
But then you kind of lean over and you're like, "Hey, buddy, you know, can you show me where the thing is?" And he's like, Yes, I can do it. And then runs and just kind of leads you the rest of the way there.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
So you're able to make it in. There is on the inside. It's kind of dimly lit, but it's the same kind of similar dark wood exterior in stone. On the inside, a number of the customers are ushered out, similar to the other stores, on your arrival, just to give you the privacy to shop.
Nice.
And a human man, he has this long brown hair and this kind of long, scruffy beard with like little bits of moss and stuff growing in it, and it's kind of singed around the edges because he works with potions. He kind of turns and he's like, "Hi, what can I do for you? You want some potions? I got some potions.
Cool.
What can I do for you all? I think I know you all. You're all the heroes from Moonshade, huh?"
Yes, that would be correct.
Oh, well, I'm glad to be in the presence of such heroes.
Gives me I don't like this.
That's not quite what it's giving me. I can't place it, but it's giving me something.
He's got this voice absolutely wrecked by chemical fumes that he uses to make these potions.
Mine is predator vibes.
So he's like, "So, what can I do for you?"
I don't know about my companions, but I'm looking for some health potions.
You want some healing potions?
Yes.
Well, I guess in your line of work you wouldn't need those.
Died yesterday. Yeah.
Well, we do have a...
Caroline is turtling.
We do have a number of healing potions and even a little bit more strong one. We got a number of these, and he kind of pulls them out. And it's this kind of leather satchel with 3 of the smaller vials and 1 larger vial.
How much?
Well, for these, smaller ones, I give them to you for about 120 apiece. And then bigger one, I'd give you for maybe 500. How about that?
Sound like a smoker.
I smoke like 6 packs a day. I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable.
How much for the bigger one?
Well, that one I give you for about 500.
Wow, 500.
Why, 500 too rich for your blood? I could give it to you for 450, I guess.
Sold.
You want it?
Done.
Okay, then 450. And he kind of takes that one out and gives it off to you. Oop, they're sticky at the bottom. The resin gets sticky otherwise.
So I was at another shop, and they were gonna sell it to us for 100 a piece. How about 100?
Well, make a persuasion check. You're already like... What you got?
It's a 7.
A 7? Well, I'm really sorry there, miss. I can't really give them to you for the 100. It takes me quite a bit of time for making these, you know. But,
fine.
I'll give it to you for 115, though.
Okay, 100.
5 off.
100. I don't know if you want to put them right there, but okay.
Somebody else might get that later after you use it.
It's mine.
Well,
I'll never use
what
it.
kind of chemicals are in resin? I'm just saying. Yeah, I'll do 2 of them.
You want the 2 of them?
I'm stocking up, yes.
All right, so if you give me, that's 115, so 230?
Mm-hmm.
230 gold, all right. Kind of
Yes.
gets you
It's giving me something so specific, and I cannot
Beetlejuice.
place it.
Beetlejuice.
Yes!
That's what I'm going for.
That's what I feel. I hear Beetlejuice.
I'm trying for Beetlejuice, so it's
That's
working.
what-
That's
so
good.
that's-
That's good.
Can I purchase a health potion? Or is none?
Guys, I'm
Oh, what a coincidence for you. I got the one
stocking us
left.
up.
Yeah, I'll give you 115.
Sure.
Sticky.
Yeah, all right. There you go. Kind of gives you that last
I'm
one
not gonna
there.
try doing persuasion. I don't want to get kicked out again.
Well, I mean, that's all my health potions, but I am
alchemist, I do have other potions. Should you want any?
What potions do you have?
Oh yeah, what kind of potion is this, by the way?
Regular healing
Regular?
potion. Yeah, so the big one is a greater healing potion. And then the other ones are regular healing potions. But he kind of goes,
Well, I mean, I got some of these, and
kind of pulls another kind of wooden case, and then another wooden case, and then another wooden case up, opens them all up. He's like,
these two, these are potions of resistance. And we have another one here.
points to another one. It's kind of this yellowish color, yellowish red color. And the bead of color keeps going from small at the very bottom and then expanding all the way before slowly shrinking back down and then expanding to the full volume and going back down. Kind of like if you were to put food dye, red food dye in water. And it just kind of keeps expanding and then shrinking slowly.
He says, and I got this other one next to it in here.
And it's the same thing but opposite. It's just all red and then slowly shrinks down and then kind of slowly gets back big and then shrinks down and then gets back big and stuff like that.
And then this last one, this is the really big one. This is the elixir of health. So we got potion of resistance, potion of growth and diminution, and then elixir of health.
Sudih, anything you're interested in?
No, not quite.
Did you make this?
Yeah.
I'm good.
You don't want to be big. This one makes you big. This one makes you little. This
We
one
kind
makes
of
you
already
healthy.
have a spell for that.
What
This one gets rid of
resistance
headaches.
potions are they?
Psychic. They get rid of your headaches. They're super great. I need them a lot.
Might need that after the feast if you drink more dragon.
So the
Wait,
potions
I
of
wanna look at
resistance
the
are
tiny
potions. They're potions of psychic resistance, a potion of growth, a potion of diminution, and then an elixir of health.
That's a shrinking potion, right?
So, potion of growth is the effect of an enlarged spell.
Okay.
The potion of diminution is the other side of that spell that makes you a size smaller.
Huh.
The elixir of health is another thing entirely. But psychic resistance is the resistance. Basically, you take half damage from psychic damage.
The rest of this is just ice.
Pretty chilled.
Did you say you wanted the tiny potion, Sudih?
I want to look at the potion of diminution.
Yeah, here, take a look.
He kind of scoots the case over, and it's got the both of them in it. What do you want to look for?
Ones that allow me to be tiny.
You want me little? This one will make you little.
He kind of points to it.
Itty bitty baby cat.
How
Wants
little
to
are we
sneak into
talking?
people's houses
You
and
want
set
me
them
a
on
little
fire.
bitty cat? I don't have. That's gonna be like potion form, but I don't have one of those.
She's already a cat.
She doesn't look like a cat.
Don't worry about it.
It's a long story.
It's a long
She asked
story.
how little it makes her.
A potion of diminution, I believe, makes you one size smaller. So you would be size small. Let me double check.
How small is a size small?
A dwarf?
Yeah, when you drink this potion, you gain the reduced effect of the enlarge reduce spell for 1d4 hours with no concentration required. Enlarge reduce.
All your equipment shrinks along with you.
Yeah, I'm double checking. The target size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of its normal weight. This reduction decreases its size by one category from medium to small. So if you're a medium-sized creature, you'd be a small. If you're a small creature, you're a tiny. If you're a large, you're a medium. So you could feed it to a giant and make it a medium creature.
Huh.
The target's weapons also shrink to match its size, and the target's attacks deal 1d4 less damage.
Okay, what about spellcasting range? Is that the same?
Spellcasting range is the same. It just makes you small.
And does that make me harder to hit?
No, not necessarily. It just makes you little.
I would assume that makes her
Okay.
harder to hit. She's a
It
smaller,
would make
she's
it
a smaller
easier to
surface
get
area.
cover. So, like, half cover is a +2 bonus to your armor class. So you'd be able to find that a lot easier. And 3/4 cover is +5 bonus to your armor class. And you can find that a lot easier if you're smaller. But that's really that benefit. It's situational.
What about stealth?
Stealth, it'll depend. Because you can still be loud and small. But,
Oh yeah, with the
you
loud
know,
voice.
like, all you need to do is be a maraca, right? And maracas are pretty small.
Alright, I want one of these potions.
Which one you looking for? You want to be big or you want to be little?
I just said I wanted to be little.
You want to be little? Alright, here. That'll be 500 gold.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Did you say 5 gold?
How much for the
500 gold.
How much for the set?
500.
You can discount if you buy them both.
1,000 gold.
Seriously?
You know. So now.
Well, I guess you are the heroes for the town. I'll give them to you for 900.
400
Both of 'em.
Sudih, does that sound fair for your potion?
That sounds fair.
Yeah, 900
Or
gold for
900,
the both.
sorry, 450. I can't do math. Math is hard.
Math is hard.
Wait, so we're each throwing 450
Yeah,
into
so then I'd take the enlarged potion.
Alright. I throw in 450.
Alright, 450.
Alright, pleasure doing business with you both.
I don't
Anything
like this.
else you want?
So we can leave, please.
Still got these headache potions. They got that elixir of health for you too if you want it.
What's the elixir of health?
What if I bought all 3? What would your price be?
Well, to answer your question, when you drink this potion, it cures any disease.
Oh.
It removes any condition for blinded, deafened, or paralyzed. And if you're poisoned, forget about it, you're fine.
So it's like a lesser restoration?
Kinda. Pretty much lesser restoration in a bottle.
What's the enlarged potion called?
Potion of growth.
But otherwise, with the elixir of health and the potions of psychic resistance, it's 350 per each. So I give them to you, psychic resistance 300 each, so that's 600. 4,000 for the elixir of health.
Holy Jesus!
So I'll give it to you for 4,000 flat.
Gold?
Yeah, 4,000 gold flat. It's a lot of headaches you get rid of there.
You know what you sound like? You sound like an off-brand Daryl.
Ah, really? That's pretty sweet.
Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Divorce him.
Oh my god!
I'm not married. Who are you talking about? I made potions all day.
Divorce your husband, Callie.
Wait.
It's kind of funny.
I'm upset.
So you want to buy all 3, or?
It's pretty steep.
Yeah,
That is very steep.
worth every drop.
Would you be willing to go? I'll haggle with you. I'll give.
Kicked out.
No, hold on.
You guys were doing untoward stuff. Like, I'm gonna cast a spell on you, and then I'm gonna ask you to give me less money, you know, that kind of thing.
I'll give you a vial of redwood sap, a vial of dried blood, a vial of troll, a vial of venom troll blood, and 1,500 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
I'll be damned if he pulls this off.
That was 11.
At 11,
I'm walking out of the shop.
Sir's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'll take all those and 3,000 gold.
I'll follow you, Serenity. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, follow as well.
Where you going?
Thank you for your service. We'll
Yeah,
have
thank you
everything
for
good.
your purchases.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
So yeah, 3,000 gold. Plus all the items.
I'm gonna stay in there just because I have to bail Lothbric's butt out.
I believe in learning as you go.
It's still a bit steep. I thank you kindly, but I will have to pass.
And I'll give you 20 gold for the sap.
Oh. Hey, you could just sell the...
I'll do 20 gold for the sap.
All right, there we go. That's a deal right there.
Oh,
He gives you 20 gold and takes the sap.
Hey.
If we're selling weird things, you want these mushrooms?
We're selling weird things.
Yeah.
Wanna buy a
I show
dumpster?
him these mushrooms.
Ooh.
I have like glowing...
dumpster, sorry.
I don't even know what they are, but I have like glowing mushrooms
Make
from
a
the
persuasion
dragon cave.
check. Make a persuasion check.
No clue
With
what I'm
advantage.
gonna use
Because of the mushrooms being from dragons.
I have no clue what I'm gonna use these mushrooms for.
They're used to make potions, which does.
It's a 10. I found
10?
these mushrooms in a dragon cave.
That's a 2. I'm going all the 2s.
You found dragon mushrooms?
I have dragon mushrooms.
I'll take some dragon mushrooms. How many you got?
I don't know. I just literally have shrooms written down.
Well, let me take a look.
I would assume I have a handful.
I would assume you have a handful. I think, because you had some, like, specific colors. I think it was, like, red and yellow.
Yeah.
I rolled a
would
6
say-
on a d6 if you want to do something
Yes.
with that.
I have 2 large red mushrooms
Okay.
and 1 small yellow-green mushroom.
Alright.
I'll give you 50 apiece for the red ones. For the yellow one, give you another 20.
Okay,
So 120 gold, and I get all these dragon mushrooms.
here you go.
I peeked
Sweet.
my head in and I'm like, are we selling things?
Yeah, I'm selling dragon mushrooms.
I
What, are you selling
I
things?
pull out Death's head.
Oh my god!
Serenity, you want to go someplace? Because I don't want to be here right now.
I pull it out and I hang it by the hair.
Wait,
I
hold
know
on.
you look freaky, but why'd you got someone's head?
No! Bad Jeremiah! Bad DM! No! No!
Oh, someone's head!
Don't care! You don't take that comment! No! Wait, whose head is it again?
Question. It's some head.
Where?
It's
Oh wait, do we not
called-
know? Do we not know where you got this head? Do you just
Yeah,
happen?
I have it
She
now.
Oh,
pulled it
okay,
out.
never mind then. Ignore
She
me.
pulled it out before
Oh yeah, I did pull it
And-
out before.
and put it on the table, and it was like crushed in watermelon head status. So she pulls it out and is holding it by the hair in the door and is like, "You want a head?" and he's like, "Whoa!" And so,
Hey.
I mean,
Hey guys, should I try to sell this guy Flog's heart? Do I need this
Fuck.
heart? I'm carrying around this heart.
What are we turning into the black
Is there a
market?
gem inside that heart?
No!
hey,
Fuck
some
it.
body parts.
I don't know why I'm holding on to this heart. at
I
this
think that would be
point.
more valuable in the black market.
Considering I just saw Flog alive, I don't know if I
Do
should
you
keep
pull
this
it out?
heart or
Well,
not.
you could do that, or you could
Yeah,
try
no,
and
I'm
convince.
doing it. I'm pulling it out. I'm gonna be like, should I sell this heart?
I'll take it.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yeah, I'll buy it from you.
Alright, how much you want? How much you can give me?
I'll give you 150 gold.
200 gold.
Oh,
Oh, we got a
Oh, we got a bidding war.
X shots from the corner. Are you sure you don't want to?
Never had another dude's heart before.
210.
220.
I make an illusion of popcorn and pretend to eat
X
it.
I'm sharing with Serenity. We're like,
Yeah.
you can?
I'll give
220
you
gold.
I'll give you 200 and I'll give you 210 copper pieces, 200 silver pieces, and 275 gold
so
pieces.
300 gold is what you're giving them. Basically.
That's a lots of coins, but I mean, I'll give you 300 gold.
She's playing the boy.
Wamba!
Yes.
Remember what we talked about?
I do waffle. Remember how I told you I was going to keep that
Anyways,
for
what do
you?
you want with this?
Yes, and I'm giving you
I don't
money.
want your fucking head. What the hell, man?
It's a death
What are you
spell.
going to do with it?
Well, if it's a
Study it. Put it in my family's vault. We never had another tiefling's heart.
I put it
To study.
back in my
Oh,
It's
it's
the
a
first one in my
heart?
family
Yeah.
to study it.
Oh, shit.
500 gold.
Nah, I'm giving you 300 gold.
500 gold.
She's 4 years old.
Abby just got back.
I am adding that to my inventory, so...
Abby, you missed it.
They're in a bidding war for Flawed's heart
I
between
won.
Lothric and the shopkeep. So what did you end up selling the heart for?
500.
500 gold to Lothric.
Yes.
From Lothric.
This bullshit.
Why are we selling flawed art?
Because he...
Because that tiefling's heart is fucking cool, man.
Because we were selling things to this guy, and Celeste was gonna sell somebody's head. I was like, wait, I have a human heart. I don't want any more. And so I got 500 gold for one heart.
Serenity and I are eating popcorn looking in on the window as we listen to this conversation.
So, question for you. Then,
Yeah.
Where do you think I could sell something like this?
I don't know. You should try to sell it. I mean, you just cut a dude's head off. So, like, I don't know that I'd mention that to anybody.
Well, it's a death's head.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's dead. I don't know of anybody that can live without
Maybe
their
you can
head.
make a wand, a creepy wand, and stick it on a stick.
We're gonna discuss this.
Well, anyway.
What I would personally recommend
Got any drugs you want to
is
sell?
that you leave it in an alley somewhere where nobody can find it.
Okay.
Or better yet, go way outside the city. Just so that they don't think that you killed somebody, which you obviously did. But I'm cool, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I mean,
I
she
put
didn't
it
kill
back.
this person, as far as I know.
As far as you know, and definitely not what I know.
You didn't kill that person, right?
I've known you for 20 minutes.
Yet you wanted a heart from someone you didn't know either.
Yeah, that's from a tiefling, man. That's fucking cool. I'll put that in the shadow box. Call it a demon heart, and it'll be super neat. I can tell people I was cool back in the day. I got a heart and shit. That's rad.
So the heart's gone.
I have a heart that may
That
not be.
beating.
Lothric is gonna put it in a box.
What?
Apparently Lothric is gonna put it in a vault.
You may not have gotten a tiefling heart, but I do have another heart of a dead cultist if you want that.
Oh, that's right.
What was the cultist?
Cultist of the deer people
I don't know. There was like
Deer people?
There was like a Wendigo.
It was a Wendigo. They were sacrificing people.
Was that a fawn?
What?
Yeah.
Did you kill a satyr?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Make a deception check.
We're all smiling and nodding. Yeah.
Serenity and I are
Deception?
eating popcorn.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
As a
the
17.
head
17.
tree, and I
So,
it's one of the heads.
Well, I mean, if you've been to the Feywild, that's pretty cool.
I'm from
So, no shit. That's totally cool. What's it like?
It has no relevance of time or day. It's
Wild
mostly
and
seasons, and it's a
daylight?
lot of very cool creatures.
I would agree. So, I think I will give you, for the heart of a, is it a fawn? A satyr?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. I'll give you 50 gold for that.
50 versus 500.
Well, that's from literal hell. So, like, that's pretty cool.
I just want to leave.
70 gold, and we'll be on our way.
Make a persuasion check.
Nope. Well, stick with the 50.
50.
50 it is. There you go.
50's good. I want you to buy more. Do you want to buy the resistance potions, or do you want to buy the elixir of health? I mean, what are you feeling?
No, I think we're good. We're just gonna go out. Thank you for your patronage. Goodbye, sir.
Well, thank you very much for this heart.
You're
That's
welcome.
I'm gonna put this in the shadow box.
It just kind of goes to the back as you leave.
I just have creepy old guys stuck in my head in this moment.
Oh my gosh, yes!
So
I will literally never stab something again if we never have to talk to an NPC like that again.
No, he was great. I loved every moment of it.
That was great.
Now I really love creepy old guys. We all do. Gum disease.
you have so many ideas.
I still want to invite him.
Oh yeah, skin like mochi, saggy old asses,
Where is this
saggy
coming
old
from?
asses.
I would also like to uninvite Rachel.
That'll be really hard because the whole time she was like, "I forget everything. Why do I have to pack everything?"
Alright, where are we going to next? Someone make a decision.
It seemed like
Anywhere else you want to go?
Blacksmith,
Okay.
that's where we were going.
All right.
Also,
You do already know of one blacksmith,
Yes, let's go back to
so
him.
you can go to the scorched inn
Yes.
and make your way there. Make another stealth check for me. It's been a second since your last one.
oh yeah, we're trying.
Nat 20.
Nat 20
For a
All
dirty
right.
28.
28. That's pretty
I gotta
good.
start rolling real dice. These online dice are not doing it for me today.
Let me see. I am currently.
It's better than last time.
12.
12. Okay.
Hey,
Yes, I see that.
16. What you got? The Celeste and Sudih. What you got for a stealth
12.
check? 12.
A stealth check.
Yes.
Well, I put on my new armor, so.
disadvantage.
Yes.
Ooh. Can I just carry everyone if I roll a 28
Nope.
and say call it a day?
I got
Nope.
a 10.
Part of moving with a group, you work with the worst members.
I did better than last time.
You might
but
not be noticed, but they might get the one person
it-
in the alley as opposed to behind the building.
Not my problem, I'm gone.
Exactly. So, you are all able to, you kind of in your noise draw a crowd, but you kind of duck into an alley and make your way through and lose them on your way to this kind of blacksmith. Now, the blacksmith is fairly open to the air, so you kind of rush inside and all of you crowd inside. And he's already in there working at the anvil and kind of working around outside and working in the anvil, and you all rush in behind him. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, all right, I know who you are. That's all right. Oh my God, I totally get it. Don't rush up on me like that, guys. That's a lot. But what can I do for you?
Celeste.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
This is a red-skinned man with kind of fiery red hair that goes up the back, if you remember.
I
Yeah.
was wondering if you had any darts.
You want some darts?
Yes.
You want darts? You want throwing stars? You want a throwing dagger? What you want? You can throw a dagger. I mean, you know, what are you feeling like? You want a throwing knife? You want to, you know?
Do throwing stars do more damage?
No, they're the same. It's just flavor.
Oh, it's just flavor. No, I just want a dart.
You want just a dart?
Just maybe like.
Just a dart, like a pool hall dart?
It's Crystal Light versus Neo.
It's just a
It's flavor.
Crystal Light is way better. Don't even with me. Crystal Light wins
So-
every time.
You just want like a regular pool hall dart? Because I can do that.
We buy Crystal Light
Sure.
flavorings, not
Or do you want it to be a little bit bigger, a little bit more special?
What do you mean by
No, the
special?
shorty stuff is Crystal Light.
Well, I mean, I can make you a
It's
regular
Crystal
pool
Light.
hall dart
Some of
that'll
it's
deal
Crystal
just a
Light.
little bit of damage every time, or I could try to give you something that's a little bit more robust.
What do you mean?
I could get you a little bit bigger dart. I could get you kind of a throwing knife. What do you feel like?
I'll just take a dart.
You just take some dart? Just the one? How many you want?
Let's do. Well, how much is one?
Well, given the time that it'll take to make them, they're not that much metal, so it should be alright. Regular dart, I'd put at 5 copper apiece. Seeing as you're the specter of the yard, right? I mean, I figure I put that together. And the rest of you are heroes of this town here. I'd give it to you for 4 copper apiece per dart. So how many darts are feeling like?
Bless you.
Well, that's not very much at all.
Well.
Sorry, my sinuses are pretty bad.
All of them.
How many you got handy?
Well, I don't have any handy. I just make them.
How soon can you make them?
Yeah, I mean, depends on how many you want. How many you want? I could have one done in an hour.
Can I have 11?
You want 11?
It's an odd number.
You don't want to
I
make it
have
like a
9
dozen,
Oh.
or at least a baker's dozen?
Well, then that would mean I'd have an odd number, but
Okay, I mean 11's fine. It's the customary, so please write. So
I would like
11.
even 20.
So 44 copper pieces. So
Sweet.
that's 4 silver and 5 copper. No, 4 silver and 4 copper.
You try so hard.
4 silver.
It's a decimal
He's
number.
also really bad at math because he's a
and
blacksmith.
5
So-
copper.
4 copper. 4 copper.
Oh, okay.
4
Yeah.
copper.
I hand it over.
Yeah, no, that's great. I'll get this going right away. Do you want them done any particular way? Do you want anything special about them, or just these darts?
Surprise me.
Surprise you? Make just a charisma check, just general charisma.
Ooh, Celeste is fucking the blacksmith.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
She's wet.
Did you just ask if I was wet?
Divorce
No, I
him!
said she's what?
Divorce him!
In the creepy guy
God,
voice.
I heard, is she wet?
I also heard she's wet.
I said she's wet.
Oh my god! I'm trying to find my.
I want to go home.
What the fuck is my charisma? Jesus.
Yeah, Abby was gone for the
It's-
majority of
it's
the
a
potion
10?
shop. Yeah. 10?
Yeah.
I'll come up with something special. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
I don't know, you said you wanted to divorce me.
No, but now I'm upset.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try to sell this guy some stuff because I got more stuff to off.
I mean, what you feeling like selling me?
I got this leather armor. Do you buy armor here?
I mean, I could buy some armor. That's
Cool,
just
I
fine.
got-
I work in metal most of the time. I can make stuff leather.
It's pretty basic.
Hey, just a basic armor?
Yeah. I don't need this one anymore.
I mean... He kind of takes a second and looks it over. Is there anything special about this armor, or is it
No.
just flat leather?
It's just straight up the most basic shit.
I mean, I'll give you 8 gold for it.
Cool.
All right.
And then I have this dagger.
A dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? What do you?
Stop looking at me like that! It is a dragon's tooth.
Oh, it's a dragon tooth dagger.
Oh.
Oh. Oh my.
She's not happy.
X could buy it.
You really here starting another fucking bidding war?
Yes.
You bitch.
I know.
I would
2 silver.
a dagger. I would give you at the very least 2 gold for if it's a normal dagger. Now, with it being a dragon
Just
tooth
started to
dagger,
bid.
it becomes kind of an artifact. So,
What dragon is it from?
I have no fucking clue.
You're useless.
let me see if I can check. Let me see if I can tell. I cannot tell.
Was it a 4? 3, I was close.
X the local dragon.
An investigation check?
You
Yeah.
can make
I
a
have
general.
negative intelligence! I'm dumb as
Yeah.
fuck! Oh, that's a 4!
And do it as that investigation or history.
Also a -1! That's
Because
a
you
4!
read a whole book about it. You're like, sharp on the edge. That's a pretty good dagger.
Hey, I got a 23 on investigation.
23.
X is
You
fine
don't
with
know
that.
too much about it because she already looked at it pretty heavily and it's like,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, that's a dagger.
So even with a 23, I get nothing.
No.
Would I be able to tell?
You might be able to tell. I mean, you already looked through it, and the guy had said in the store that it was from a copper dragon.
Oh,
So you knew that.
damn. I know it's from a copper dragon.
But,
Damn.
yeah. So,
Right.
I
but
forgot.
here's the thing.
I
You
plugged
also
in,
wouldn't
forgot.
know that because he modified the shit out of your memory.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
right.
So,
yeah.
if you don't have it written down in your notes,
we
you
go.
don't know.
Oh, it's not in my...
What if I say
Really
zone of
decent
truth?
tooth?
Does the
We
truth
go.
come out, or even if they don't
Oh,
know?
really?
Does the truth of
he
everything
said
in the area just...
He never gave a
just
price.
He said 2 gold.
exposit?
He said, oh no, he said 2 gold for
He
an
said,
average.
He said 2
Oh.
gold
Dagger.
for a normal dagger.
How much
But-
for this one?
I give you 10 gold for this because it's kind of an artifact.
Dude, I just forgot. I have the cloak of
It's
stealth and kind. I
11.
should
You're
have
not gonna get
advantage
much out of
on
me.
stealth checks.
Yeah, you should
15.
be taking that.
What do you want with a fucking
God.
dragon dagger?
Another hand weapon.
Okay, you can buy any fucking dagger. Do you know why I want the dagger?
Lothric
I
probably
don't know.
knows.
Oh,
Why
that's
do
right,
you?
that's right. Lothric is stupid.
Lothric is probably stupid to this fact.
That's fair.
Yeah.
X 16.
20.
You're just a
Oh my
cunt.
gosh.
I know I am. What are you gonna do?
Can I
Can I
pay
stab Lothric?
2
Yeah.
gold for a dagger?
You want just a normal dagger?
Just for self-defense.
Yeah.
In case I...
No.
I mean, I'm not the type to attack people, but...
I'll give it to you for
this
one.
world is
It's probably
crazy.
a good idea.
I'll give it to you
This
for
world
one.
is crazy.
I'll give it to you for one dagger, honey. It's all right.
Thank
One
you.
dagger.
One dagger.
One dagger.
1 gold per day, just for her. Though.
Ah.
She's nice.
Thank you.
No, I told you you're not getting much out of me. I'm not gonna be played like that shit. No.
You got daggers?
I mean, yeah,
I'll
I'm
find
blacksmith.
another
You
copy
like
of
this?
somewhere.
Just making sure.
I don't have anything too fancy, but if you were to buy it, I guess you could go and try to have someone enchant it or anything else like that. But I'm a fan of big, like, good old steel.
I'm not gonna play
Cold
it.
hard steel is hard to ignore.
I'll take a dagger too.
Yeah, you just want a regular dagger?
Yeah, just regular.
You know what? Yeah, I'll
I'll
give it
fuck
to you
off
for 1 gold, 5 silver.
She doesn't want to sell it to me.
I think I'll think on
Specifically
it
1
for a
gold
while.
and 1 silver.
Yeah. 1 gold, 5 silver.
Is there such thing as a plus 1 dagger? Or is that only on short swords?
It's an enchantment, but I mean, you could have it enchanted. I mean, there's only the one magic shop in town now.
That's true.
but-
That's true. Okay, 1 gold and 5 silver.
Yeah, if you want.
Alright.
Question: do you make armor?
I mean, yeah, make armor. What kind of armor are you looking for?
X taps her chest and out pops biscuit.
Oh, you want Bardic.
Oh.
You want biscuit armor.
And
Judy-
holds biscuit in her claw. Says, "What do you got?"
Well, that'll depend on the kind of armor you want. What are you feeling like? Are you feeling like a little leather armor? Are you feeling like metal? Are you feeling like chainmail? What are you feeling like? What do you think this wonderful little thing would...
I look at biscuit. Or I turn biscuit so biscuit looks at me.
And
Go
you're
biscuit.
just like-
What would you like?
I
You have like examples? Can I like put biscuit on the ground and let her choose?
I mean,
examples
I
of
can pull him
porous
out. That's
armor?
fine. And so he kind of runs over to a chest and pulls it out, and he
I don't know,
pulls
I
out.
think kind of a shush.
He pulls out some chainmail and just kind
Make 'em look
of
like a
down onto the
Koopa.
ground. He pulls out a set of leather armor and throws it on the ground next to it.
What?
He pulls out kind of some scale mail
like
armor
it.
and puts it down on the ground next to it. He pulls out a heavy set that kind of takes a little bit, and he's like, fuck it. And he just kind of takes his helmet and puts it down. It's a set from they have plate armor.
Okay.
And kind of sets them all down. He's like, all right, biscuit, what are you feeling like?
I put biscuit on the ground.
And
Biscuit,
biscuit kind of sits there.
looks at me for a second.
All right,
I said, "Go on, biscuit. Choose your armor."
Oh my god. I'm
All right.
just imagining Hank
roll
doing
a d6 for me.
D6. 4.
4. All right, biscuit kind of slowly kind of looks over the shoulder and goes. And then kind of slowly toddles over and crawls into the helmet. And it just kind of pokes out from this piece that kind of flaps down and just kind of goes, and it flaps up, and she's like,
So what you want, biscuit?
Adorable.
So what you want? How much?
you get kind of close, and she goes back into the helmet.
How much for the tortoise?
Well, I
heavy
mean,
metal armor?
you know, it's kind of a lot. I'll warn you. For plate mail, it does get to be kind of expensive. Let's double check. Plate armor, being the most metal, will take quite a bit of time.
Even for
to
the
make.
tortoise?
It is for the tortoise as well. Normally, for a full set of humanoid armor, I would charge you about 1,500 gold. I'll charge you, because of the hero of the town, 1,400, and then because of the lack of metal necessary otherwise, I'll just charge you the 500 in total.
Sold.
500 total for Barden for this. You will have to let measure or leave Biscuit here for.
You can measure Biscuit. That's fine.
You know, okay, so you give me a minute, and he kind of picks up the helmet and moves it, and Biscuit's like, and just goes back in, and he's like, I'm gonna be very gentle, don't worry, and kind of picks her up and then sets her on the anvil because that's the one surface he has, and is like, all right, just keep her from moving. Puts her down on the anvil.
I pull a strawberry out of my backpack and set it on the anvil.
Head out and just like make an animal handling check.
Oh God, please, Biscuit.
That does not make them not move. I will say, putting a strawberry down makes
17.
The 17? Absolute most.
All right. Yeah. Biscuit's like strawberry. Oh my God. And takes a step forward and is just demolishing this strawberry on the spike of the anvil. Biscuit, you know, by the way, at this point from being with her for a while, is able to crawl down surfaces quite a bit easier. So she probably wouldn't fall off the anvil so much as like climb around it. But he comes back eventually, and she's just absolutely plastered with strawberry guts. and he's like, all right, here, and kind of takes this measure of string and measures around the top edge and then on the back, and he makes a bunch of these measurements, cutting the little bits of string and putting them together, tying them together, and doing that so that he has a rough shape for her armor. Kind of just like, all right, I've got the measure. It'll take a little bit because I've never really made an armor for a tortoise before. I mean, not there's one this small, but at the very least. Come back in like 4 days.
Fair enough.
I should have had enough time to figure it out by then. This will be my priority because you're kind of important people around here right now. Thank you very much for dealing with everything going on. But in the meantime, we'll do I'll do my damnedest. You know. Anything else I can do for you all?
Serenity?
I'm good.
Celeste?
I just wish I had more rupee.
Oh wait, you had the darts.
Yep, I'm good.
Locker?
I got my darts.
Oh, I would like to sell my dagger and my short bow to you.
Yeah, I can do that. Dagger, I can give you probably 2 gold for it. The short bow, though, I don't normally look into. I'm kind of the blacksmith, so I deal with all the metal pieces. But for you, I'll give you like 20 gold.
Deal.
Alright. You pass everything over, so you can delete the things that you've sold from your inventory and take the gold and stuff like that.
Perfect.
Sudih?
Alright. Anything else I can do for you all? Otherwise, I'll get to work.
Anything for Sudih? Okay.
Alright. You, 2 days. You, 4 days. I'll have them ready.
Alright.
If you want them enchanted, that's your deal. I just make the weapons.
Alright.
Alright. Thank you all for doing business. Now, if you please get the fuck out, I got some building to do.
Gladly.
You kind of leave, and you can hear him immediately starting to pull these ore pieces out and putting the shirts and stuff away from the armor and just kind of hammering. And he's already going to work. It seems like being the heroes of the town has lent you quite a bit of effort, like quite a bit of sweat with this group, which is nice. Now, is there anything else that you guys want to do for the rest of the day? At this point, it's probably 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sarah, anything you want to do? Lothar, anywhere else you want to go? At least you want us to know about?
No.
Okay. Celeste?
Well, I'd like to get started on attuning to my bracers if that's possible.
Sudih, you want to go anywhere else?
I'm content.
Lumba?
Not this day.
I'm good.
Alright.
I'd also like to start attuning to my gloves of missile soon.
I'm fine with going back to the inn.
So, why don't you all make a stealth check to try to return to the tavern to do this attunement?
18.
7.
10.
10?
So I have advantages on death.
These are not death saves.
On stealth checks. But I don't have to because I rolled an 18, so that's...
If you roll again and you're in the natural 20, you get experience.
No.
Okay.
It's 18 plus 6, which is a lot of numbers, so just...
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that means X.
All right.
You guys
what
do the
got?
math.
18? Okay.
Yeah, you.
And Sudih, what you got for a stealth check?
Stealth check is 9.
9? Okay. You are all able to successfully make your way back into the well-known side door into the kitchen. You knock and Arthas lets you back in. The crowd doesn't seem to notice you. They rolled a 7.
Nice. Good for them.
So you're able to make it back to this building for the evening without much trouble. Otherwise, the evening is yours. It's probably about, late evening at this point, getting on to night, so you can have like a meal and have a night's rest should you choose.
I am going to order dinner and have it brought to my room, and I'm going to read my book.
You read your book. All right, which book?
The Tome.
Yes.
So,
How long do you plan to read for?
as long as I get a full night's rest, 8 hours, so
Okay.
whatever, until the morning, minus the 8 hours.
I go.
I have to pee.
Yeah.
So whatever.
So you could read for another 3 hours.
You said it was
3
like
or
what?
4.
You said it was like, what, 6?
It's 6, so that would take you to 9, and so then
Well,
9
I'm
to 8
sleeping-
hours.
If I
It'll
get up
depend-
at 8 a.m. till midnight.
Yeah, it'll depend on when you want to get up.
Let's just say I get up at 8 a.m.
Okay, so
So-
you're gonna get up at 8.
So I'll read till midnight.
So then
for
you'll
6
read till
hours.
midnight.
Read
6.
for 6 hours.
There.
Wow.
So
I
6
go up
hours.
to the bar and I'm just like, hello. I'm
Yes.
like,
How can I help you?
yes, can I get a pheasant?
Pheasant?
Pheasant.
Might take a little bit of doing, but I can get it done.
Bougie much?
I'd also like some eggs poached to go with that, a salad, and I would like a bottle of red wine on the sweeter side if
Do the
possible.
red wine for now. I'll work on the pheasant. Let's start with the red wine.
Perfect.
And you know what? I'll send you some like beer nuts, but they're not really wine. They're not a wine thing. But I mean, I'll send them to you if you want, just
That'll
to
work.
have until the pheasant's ready. But the leafy greens, I'll get to you right away.
Perfect.
I started stocking up once you guys were staying here, and we knew we had that tortoise, the big shit, right there. We decided to stock up because we knew that'd be a thing. So I'll have them ready. Cut them
you.
all up. Just if it becomes a problem, let me know, and I'll make sure to buy big shit some more.
Oh man, it's good thing Caroline's not here.
Will do. I'll be in my room.
All right.
I can take the bottle of wine now, though.
Yes. And he kind of just hands you a bottle,
And a glass.
and he starts to be like, "That'll be no. They're covering it. I'm just gonna, yeah. You take as much as you want, sir," and just kind of writes it down in his book.
Thank you. You also have, do you have brambleberry mead? That was the mead, right?
Yeah. I could get that for you if you want. Yeah.
I'd like a bottle of that. If you
Absolutely, and he hands it to you and makes another quick note in his thing.
get that. Thank you. I go up to my
Alright.
room and I'm going to read my tome, my one with the skull on it.
Okay.
Also, can you
Alright.
look? This is bookmarked with the thing you gave me. Make sure I have that all written out correctly.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go wait for the bathroom upstairs.
I believe that's correct, but I do not know for sure.
Oh my gosh.
How do you not know for sure?
I'd have to double check, so I'll double check on a break, but we'll do a break really
okay.
shortly here.
Um, So I think you're gonna need to explain the big shit.
Oh. so you guys we left off before, trying to figure out attuning to and dealing with everything for the breaks and getting meals and everything else along those lines. What all are you feeling like? What do you need for the rest of the evening? And then you're attuning to your stuff. It doesn't take that long. You're able to do it before bed. It takes an hour.
It only takes an hour to attune?
It only takes a short rest to attune to stuff.
Just letting you know.
Oh,
so that
okay.
you're not
Yeah, so you're able to attune easily enough. It's just for like a long rest you need 8 hours. So, but you're all able to find rest easily enough over the course of the night, and you have the next day to you as well. Normal day as well. There is still kind of the people around, but it's a little bit less in terms of like crowd. For the sake of brevity, for most of the week, we'll cover the rest of the week leading up to the feast in kind of a truncated manner. You guys got most of your shopping done and you're waiting on orders. Unless there's anything that comes up during the rest of the week that comes up here, what else are you doing?
For the rest of the week?
Yeah, for the rest of the week. We'll do it kind of for the sake of brevity. Right? Like, we did one full day and you guys put in a bunch of orders, and so those are kind of out of the way and you gotta wait on them. And you'll pick them up on those days. But for the rest of the week, during those rest of that downtime, what are you doing? Because otherwise you're just spending time inside the tavern.
Well, sheesh, I did everything that I needed to do for this week.
Keep in mind, there is a number of other shops. There's a cafe, there's the bookstore with Birch. There's...
Didn't like
That came out just really weird.
Yeah.
Birch. But there's the casino. There's...
Get some gambling?
We could go get lit.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. You have a lot of gold right now. You're pretty flush. And it's not costing you anything to eat or stay in this tavern. The tavern's pretty much just going to take the bill to the academy, and then they'll deal with whatever payment afterwards. So you can do whatever the fuck you want. But this is a great opportunity for you to deal with any personal stuff for whatever you want to do for the week. Shopping, other things like that, character development stuff for conversations, anything else that you might want to do during this time.
I'll go look at the books. Since everyone else seems to be reading.
Do you want to go to like a library? Do you have a book that you want to read in the tavern? What are you feeling like?
I don't know. Is there like a book on spells or anything?
There's a number of books. It's a magic school, so there's a number of books on spells. They're wizard books, so a bard doesn't necessarily help, but it can kind of help. You can go to the library and get some kind of supervised reading based on that.
How about like reading on like kind of like self-defense stuff? Yeah.
You could go and try to find some books based on physical self-defense, or you could try to find somebody that you know that knows specific like self-defense methods.
Whoa.
Someone that can deal with fighting that you feel like would be a good person to learn from, or anything kind of along those lines. It's up to you.
I'll start with the book.
You want to try to look at a book?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're able to make your way.
Well, it's kind of like the whole thing is like truncated. So if I kind of like
so you're able to make your way there. Roll just a general intelligence check.
Well, my intelligence is all the way up because of the thing.
Have you attuned to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So then 19. So roll with the stat for that. Because then it should be a +4.
What's my intelligence?
Just basic score. I think it's already at the top.
So it's my basic score. Is it like a +3 and then the 17 below it?
Then you haven't attuned to it. Because it makes it 19.
Really?
So you
I
have
thought
to,
I did attune to it though. Did I not put the attunement on?
I guess not. But it doesn't take long and you could have done it overnight. So.
Yeah, because I should have attuned to it.
Yeah, you could have done it like before you went to bed.
Wait,
and
how
then
do you
there you
attune to stuff in here though?
You click on it and then it should have the option to hit attune.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Otherwise, if you go to inventory,
Yeah.
there's unequip, attune, move, or delete is
I
the
just got
options.
move and remove.
There should be a little section that you can click on either scroll all the way down.
yeah.
or
So if
select
you
them
go,
all.
so if you go out of this, so if you go to, so if you go to what is
Sudih,
it?
anything you want to do?
Yeah, in the meantime.
inventory, and then you scroll.
Anything
all the
else
way
that you guys
down.
want to do? There's plenty to do in town. There's
Now
a
you're
library,
good.
there's
Now
a
you're-
casino,
now you're
there's a
into
cafe, there's plenty of other things to do. You
Yeah,
can have
because-
Up to
conversations,
3 items attuned
other
to
stuff
you
like
as
that.
long as they don't take up.
It's like the same slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know I attuned to it during one of our previous tests.
Yeah.
That I remember.
Yep, so
I
as
just
long as you have
remember
it
which one.
attuned, then it'll adjust the score for you. So then just make an intelligence check for me.
Yeah, 16. Where is it
16?
getting the 10th? Oh. Look at that dice. That's just not fair.
Oh,
It gave me the
wow.
lower half.
damn. So, what you are able to figure out over the time, it's hard learning from books, I guess is probably the easiest way to put it for this. Books on self-defense are fairly like when someone has you in an alleyway and stuff like that, and you're like, well, that doesn't always apply because like we're kind of in the woods a lot and on the road. I mean, and so like it's kind of hard to figure out, and you're like, I don't see how this applies, and you're able to get some basic stuff done. So you have a little bit better situational awareness for stuff. Like, I know not to carry a bunch of cash openly out in like a massive gold pouch, but those kinds of things.
Okay.
It's not like
I understand. I didn't
amazing.
learn anything.
Yeah, it's not like an amazing. I know how to fight with martial arts style. I mean, it's stuff like tips and tricks to not get robbed in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. So those kinds of things. But you're able to spend roll a d6 for me, because that's how long I'll say it'll take for you to learn that much.
Really? 6.
6? Oh shit. Okay, so
This one, I wanted a low number and it gives me a high number.
So it takes you the majority of kind of a day to kind of get that all, and you're trying your damnedest with this book, but you keep kind of sitting there and going through the motions. You kind of set it down on the table and take a step back and try to go through the motions while you're reading it. And you're like, but this doesn't really apply to everything, so then you're down to try to figure it out, that kind of thing. It takes you the majority of the day, but then you come out kind of in the evening. And you still have some time, but there's other things that you can do. It just takes you most of the day. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do?
Okay. No, I'll do my one big thing. I would like to look
Yeah.
around, ask around, I don't know, research. Is there anyone in the town, maybe at the academy, who's like an expert on magical animals?
Make an investigation or persuasion check.
Persuasion. I'm going to go with investigation. 11?
11. It takes you a little bit. People start to kind of side-eye you, and so you approach them, and they're like, and they kind of cross to the other side of the street and then continue walking. Nothing that you're not too
Sounds about
like
right.
unaware of and not used to, but eventually you do find somebody, and they do kind of turn and they're like, yeah, you want, and then they kind of point you in the direction of the academy, and it takes you a little bit, so it takes you a while, but you're able to eventually find somebody. So you're able to find somebody from the academy. It's one of the conjuration specialists. They're like magical animals. You want to be able to summon more magical animals?
Not necessarily summon. So my ultimate goal,
Yeah.
because this seems like something that might help in my overall arc, is I want to learn about reading or get a connection to it. Because right now I just have this animal that follows me and eats baby sounds.
It eats what?
I know.
Oh.
And I don't know why it's here or what it does. It's just kind of here all the time.
This might be a little above my pay grade. And so this kind of flunky, for the lack of a better term, woman kind of leaves and comes back with the head for the conjuration head for like major conjuration studies kind of person. It's a half-elven woman, and it's followed by the woman that you were talking to before, which is the head for the minor conjuration studies. So there's a half-elven woman with kind of blonde hair, and then a yuan-ti woman, kind of snake woman, that just is kind of like slightly unsettling to look at and talk to, but you're like, I know better, I guess. You know, people cross the street to look at me. That kind of thing. They're like, so you have some sort of a creature that eats baby hands?
Not necessarily a pig creature, but I like set her on a table. This is not a cat, but I don't know what it is.
It looks like a cat.
It does.
Is this a familiar?
I have no idea. Could it be a familiar?
Did you summon it?
No.
Well, then it doesn't seem to be a familiar.
Oh.
I suppose we could look at it, and so they kind of take a look at it with each other. 9 and 15. It seems as though it is some sort of a magical construct. Do you have any sort of control over it?
No.
Do you have any sort of influence on it?
No. In fact, it follows me around. It showed up one day, and it's always here, but it actually seems to kind of hate me.
And it kind of turns over and goes, meow. And they're like, it's a cat that eats baby hens?
Well, it wasn't a cat when it ate the baby hens.
What was it when it ate baby hens?
An imp?
An imp?
Yeah, it kind of changes.
That's really unusual.
Yeah.
That seems like it would be some sort of a familiar. Creatures that have made dark dealings with a more powerful being tend to gain the ability to summon these kinds of creatures. Did you unwittingly do that? Do you have a relationship with some sort of a devil or demon or something? Or a celestial?
Yeah, there might be a goddess that maybe created it. Yeah.
Are you a cleric?
No.
Are you a paladin?
Nope.
Do you... What god do you serve?
That's a really hard question to answer.
What does this god look like? Do you have their holy symbol?
I don't think that I do, correct?
You do not.
No.
Is there any sort of iconography that makes sense for this goddess? Like God or anything like that?
Maybe you want to switch religions.
I'm trying to think of what I can tell them without, like, blowing all the shit apart.
Is your god Sudih in the market for a new champion?
No. I don't know if I can straight up tell them about this ancient goddess that doesn't exist anymore. But I do know the two other goddesses that became out of her. I could tell them about them.
I mean, what are you going to tell them specifically?
I'm going to tell them I have a connection to two different goddesses, and I'm going to tell them who they are.
Oh, you have two goddesses?
Yeah.
Which goddesses would they be?
Shit. I know this. It's Moonlight Dancer and Twilight Huntress. Yes?
Twilight Huntress.
Interesting. Two very opposed goddesses.
Yeah.
That's really weird. Nobody seems to, I mean, let alone having two goddesses behind you, so to speak, is a very odd thing, unless they're vying for your attention. Have you received any direct contact or anything else like this from these goddesses?
In a way, yes.
Which one contacted you?
Both.
Both?
At the same time.
Interesting.
Together in kind of one.
Matrimony.
That is a very odd thing to have happened. That two extremely opposed goddesses would reach out to you at the same time as a union. We might have to update our records.
Kind of sounds
very
like they don't
interesting.
believe you, Lambo.
I know, I'm trying not to roll the whole, like, there's ancient gods, and they got split in half, and this god is supposed to exist but doesn't anymore.
Well,
Like, that would be even more
I suppose I would
unbelievable.
reach out to them to figure out exactly what they might want of you, unless you have some sort of an idea at this point. But it seems as though this is a chaperone, so to speak, from these two goddesses, a representative that is a neutral party for the both of them, that can report back and tell information to them about your whereabouts or your activities. I would be very careful about what you say or do with this creature. And the cat kind of turns over and goes, "Meow."
That's not a good one.
Oh, it's harmless, isn't it? Come here, Fluffy.
First of all, you're not in this room. You're not there. Second of all,
Oh no, I'm in this room. You just never.
Sudih's like
It is
pressed up
not
against the window. So, I would recommend, if you can, make some sort of an offering or reach out to one or both of these goddesses to try to get information to clarify exactly what this creature would be. Until now, this is a creature of the gods, is what we would suggest. I don't know that this is a creature that you have any control over. I mean, what made it change?
okay, so I've been thinking about this a lot. Because I, a player, knows what makes a change.
Okay. Or you think you do?
I'm thinking that I might have made some sort of connection. Because in my whole life, I've noticed... Oh, hello, Saki. Do you want to help me with my explanations? Yes,
She's getting butt scratches. I just love it.
Oh, I see. That's what's happening. She doesn't want me. She likes you.
Yes. As people.
I think I would have made some sort of connection. Because creature changes at the same time my wings change. And I know what makes those change.
Yeah.
So I could say something along the lines of, it changes when I make particularly good or bad choices.
It seems that the two goddesses are trying to lead you down a specific path, then, I suppose. What sorts of choices made it change?
Oh, let's see. I think the first time it changed, I tried to harm someone in a not so nice way.
Okay. So a particularly evil act caused this sort of a change. What made it change back? Or was it a cat before, and then
it was a cat, and I don't waste a man, and then I saved somebody's life, and it's a cat again.
Then I would argue that particular actions, of course, might make extreme changes to this creature's form that influence its behavior. Has the cat eaten any baby hens recently?
No, no, just chickens.
It happened one time.
Okay, an imp being a evil creature, I would absolutely see eating numbers of baby hens, but a cat less so. If you can figure out exactly what caused it to change and keep it at whatever stable form you would prefer, that may be the best for everyone around you.
Probably.
Has it harmed anyone close to you that you could recognize as pattern?
No.
No? Then hope it doesn't continue. Hope it doesn't do that at some point.
Okay.
Otherwise, I mean, is there anything else that we could do to kind of help you? You've noticed at this point the Yuan T woman has kind of tilted her head and is kind of going
No.
the whole way for the cat. And it's kind of uncomfortable because it's like a lizard looking at its prey, but it's like she's petting it. She's like, so she's trying her damnedest. It's honestly like kind of endearing, and you get it, but you're also like, that's fucking weird. So
Gonna like take me from. I'm like, no, thank you, but thanks for your help. I'll walk away.
absolutely. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. All right. Anything else people want to do for the rest of the week?
Oh, for the rest of the week. Oh, for the rest of the week?
Yes.
I'd
Yeah.
like to finish reading my book.
Yep. So you are able to. How much time do you have to spend? For the
48
book?
hours over the course
48?
of 6 days, consecutively.
If you were to read for most of an entire day, you'd be able to do it.
I'd pretty much read for 2 straight days.
Yeah. So X pretty much shuts herself in her room, except for come out and be like, food,
Me!
reading,
Chicken me!
Make
for 2
an
days.
intelligence saving throw.
Come on, man!
Yeah.
Intelligence saving. Oh, look at that. -1, 13.
13. The good news is you don't have this massive horrific headache after the first day of reading, so you're
Okay.
able to continue reading.
Okay.
If you had rolled a 10 or less, it would have been like, I have such a headache, I can't read this anymore.
That's fair.
Not for a little while. But you're able to read within the first couple days, like 3 days, and you have your 24 hours, right? It's 24 or is it 48?
48.
48. Okay, so it'll take probably...
If I read 16 hours, well, technically if you
Yeah.
minus the 6 for 42 divided by 3, that's roughly
Yeah.
12 hours a day.
So it would take...
14.
That's a lot, reading for 12
Yeah.
hours a day. So you can do it, but make 2 more intelligence saving throws for me.
13 again,
13.
and a 17.
You do not, at any point in there, almost miraculously, every time you feel as though you're struggling to read and finish reading this book, you are like, food break, and like go get a snack and make sure that you feed Biscuit and take those kind of self-care moments. But then, waking up early, staying up late, this tome kind of grips your attention and starts to, as you read on all of these things where it's like the fundamentals of the universe and the imperative of, and you're like, that's a lot, but I kind of am starting to get it. And you're starting to kind of make your way forward into understanding more and more about the world and all of these different scientific principles that make it up. And you're kind of, by the end of it, you're like, knowledge is power. And then you do end up kind of eventually closing the book close to the end of the week. And you're like, oh, that was a lot. And then you pretty much crash for the rest of the day. And just rest because your brain has been working overtime.
That's fair.
It feels like when your computer is running way too hot. And you're like, oh my god, if I could boil water on my forehead right now. So you pretty much go to sleep for the rest of the night at that point, which is nice because it's probably the night of the 4th day at this point for you. So, anything else people want to do during that window?
So I've completed the book.
You
is
have
what you're-
completed the book.
Sick.
Anything else people want to do, or are you just staying in the tavern? What you got?
Rachel wants to drag me to some.
I
stupid
do.
thing. You said you needed.
Okay, well, I thought that there was a person you wanted to talk to, that it might be beneficial if I went, because I also sort of want to talk to that person.
Oh, he was coming to the party.
Oh, well, if that's what you want to do, then that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just
I
go
thought
to
you
the
had
party.
some.
Sudih, anything you want to do?
I want to lurk around the Blade Maiden's temple.
Make. How many days do you want to do this? Like how?
I
how
want to do
often?
it for 4 days straight.
All right, and keep in mind the Blade Maidens do have the hot springs for everybody.
Oh, yeah,
they
Sudih
have
getting
the
in there.
sauna.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we go there and just,
I'm
like,
pretty sure
have
that
a
most
party.
of you guys eventually make your way there at some point. But Sudih, you kind of make a stealth check for the first day that you go.
Do stealth checks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fail them. I'm armored now. It's a 3.
A 3? Well, so you kind of make your way into the temple and are very clearly trying to be nonchalant, quiet, ducking behind pews and pillars in the back. And one of the Blade Maidens kind of comes up and goes, "I'm sorry, miss, can I help you?"
And I promptly knock something over, I'm sure.
Well, I wasn't going to mention the vase, but I suppose if you wanted to discuss it, is there something that's troubling you?
Not so much troubling as it is. I'm getting a bit of a narrow view of what the Scarlet Maiden is actually about.
Oh, you were hoping to learn a little bit more of our mistress?
Frankly, I need to know a little bit more about the earthly doings.
Yes.
On whatever planet we're on.
We're in Ravion, yes. Would you like to work with us for the day and kind of get a sense of our purposes here?
I'm your shadow.
Absolutely. So you kind of spend the day working with the Blade Maidens. There's quite a bit of cleaning to do for the temple, so they kind of put you on that for a little while. But Sudih, I'm sure, in part of cleaning is like, nah, fuck this. And they're like,
oh yeah, she's like metaphorically on her phone in the corner.
Pretty much. And so they're like, we can see that this is not quite your speed. Why don't you come with us? And they kind of take a step and pull you off to the side and like pretty much strap you up with this massive basket. And it's got food and bread and plenty of other things with it, and then like 4 or 5 of you go out and kind of walk through the town and then leave town to make your way out to some of the smaller settlements, and are working on spreading the good word and talking to these people that live out in the woods about the Scarlet Maiden and telling them about the temple and giving them food and just kind of doing what you can to take care of people. These are very sick and dirty people that live on the outskirts of civilization. Kind of if you saw a medieval peasant in a movie, they're like that, but then a little bit dirtier because they just always live in the woods. And so, Sudih, you're kind of looking at that and you're like, this is a far cry from like the royal court. Holy shit. But
everyone smells.
Everyone kind of works hard, and roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Seven.
There is some sort of an incursion that does happen over the course of it, but they don't make you fight. There's some sort of a creature on the outskirts of the town, this kind of settlement out in the woods, that a number of these Blade Maidens go out to fight. You recognize the screams, and it sounds like the Wendigo that you guys had fought before. And eventually the screams stop, and the Blade Maidens return, hurt and kind of harried, and their baskets and everything are torn, but they kind of smile and let everyone know that it's okay, and that they've done what they can, and it shouldn't be a problem anymore. And then they kind of take you back to the temple, and that same one meets you again, and she's like, well, did you have a very enlightening day?
Well, the one fun thing that you did, I wasn't allowed to participate in. What a shame.
We didn't want to make you fight. That's extremely dangerous. And as not strictly a member of the temple, we were there to protect you along with everybody else.
So noble.
So
she giggles a little, but
so
enlightening, sure.
Well, I'm glad
so he has this. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm glad that we could be of some sort of assistance. Does this help you understand kind of what we do, there's more to learn if you would like, but for now, that's kind of the gist.
Sudih nods and kind of crosses her arms. I have to say, it's not exactly action-packed.
Well, there are more entertaining days and more action days and less exciting days, to be sure, but it's all about people and taking care of each other.
Sudih cannot hold back a snort.
I understand that can be kind of hard to understand and totally jive with, but...
Jive with?
Well, how else would you say it? It's hard to get on board with something that's self-sacrifice. But we do it because it's what she would want us to do. And because it makes everybody else's life a little bit better.
And what do you get out of it?
Knowing that I made a lasting mark. Knowing that every single person I have touched in this life has a little bit better time. I can make a difference this way, I guess, is the best way to do it.
You can make a difference a lot of ways.
Oh, I'm sure, but for the better.
You can do a lot of things to change a lot of things for the better.
That may be true. This is the life we have chosen.
And at the end of the day, I think that's the most important thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. We are stewards in peace and soldiers in war. The arm that holds a sword can also hold
This looks like
some
something you can actually
tools to build outside of war. That's what we're about.
So it just pops on like that.
Oh, you have such a moral sword. I can hear proverbs from across the canyon.
I feel like Sudih wants to break all their morals and get them to be so corrupted in greed and envy and everything bad. And
She's like, let me take you to the casino.
how can I corrupt these great, wonderful, peaceful people?
Sudih would fucking
After that exchange, she goes and has a soak.
Yeah. You're able to go. She offers you the private room because of the time and just kind of is open. In her recommendation and in her time, she says she basically just suggests that you reflect. And she says it may be hard and self-sacrifice is not for everyone, but reflect on what it will mean. When you die, what mark will you have left? And what mark do you hope to leave? Take your time. And then she kind of sends you in.
Homework for the hot springs.
Well, you're leaving a bounty on your head when you leave this world because you're probably never going to pay it off.
So he's just gonna run from the law her whole life.
I'm a cowboy.
And I'm wanted.
So, you're going to take a good long soak and then eventually kind of head back? Do you want to do anything during that soak for roleplay or just kind of let it be?
I both have the look. I know what you're
She
thinking.
never said you had to be alone in there.
What?
Caroline and I both have the look of dirty things in our heads.
He asked if you wanted to roll.
Get your mind out of the fucking gutter.
I mean, we can't.
No.
Yeah, that's
Caroline's
a no.
mind only exists in the gutter. She does not know what it means.
They
to
both
not be
reverted
in the
back to
gutter.
like high school level,
Yeah.
and we're like, roleplay in the hot springs.
Yeah.
That gives them the hope they ever got out of
That's
high school.
true. So, is there anything you want to do in terms of play in the hot
Dirty
springs?
mind.
Caroline was a pure
You wanna
soul
play
throughout
in the
middle
hot
school.
springs? Ooh.
High school now. Give her middle school.
I don't believe Caroline had a pure soul ever.
That's not
When
true.
you were born.
Sudih gets into those hot springs.
Yeah.
I love you.
Everyone's born good.
On the surface of the water, the Blade Maiden told her to reflect, and she's not a very reflective person. She just kind of is who she is.
Okay.
At this point, it's going to be a little bit difficult for her to really change her spots, but
What?
she decides to take it way too literally.
I saw
there.
that was.
Looks at her reflection in the surface of the water and has this terrible, disgusted, frightened moment where she remembers that dream in which she saw a bloodied reflection of herself underneath herself. And she looks totally fine in this one. It's just her normal reflection. It's just her.
So for the scene, you are sitting in the hot spring. You kind of feel the warm water. It's wonderful on your muscles, just relaxing. And you're sitting there enjoying your moment and thinking about what reflection means. Well, the water's reflective. I guess I'll take a look. You kind of look down and you see your face. Clean now. But you think back to all of the fights that you've had and the travel that you've undergone and where you've come from. How you had to flee your home. Everything that has come from that moment. How being the fisherman's daughter had changed to being in the court. To being shunned from it and thrown back to the dirt. And as those darker memories kind of slowly start to take over, it feels like the water around you turns red. Like blood. And you remember that horrific nightmare where you were forced, after choosing the tactician over the maiden, you were forced and pressured by her to kill your friends in the dream. And slowly, as the blood pooled around you, this reflection of you, mad in the face and crazed in the eyes, stared back. And you sat there, curled in on yourself, waiting for this nightmare to end. And the hot spring is warm, it's hot, it's uncomfortable, it's almost like you're sitting in a pool of molten blood boiling around you. You can't get it out. It feels like it's stuck to you, blood on your hands. And then you kind of shake it off, and you're back in the hot spring, reflecting. Remembering everything else. And you do remember the Scarlet Maiden offering her help. You remember the work that you just did that day. And all of the good that it had caused. And all of the good and things that it had sown. And you wonder what exactly your lasting mark will be. If you were to go down in history right now, what would it be?
Not anything good and not anything too influential either.
So you kind
which
of
are both untenable options.
You kind of think on that. You don't like that idea. You don't want to leave history unwritten. So you decide what you will, what to do next. But otherwise, the rest of your hot spring journey is in the hot spring, as relaxing as you would choose to let it be. It's a good time to think.